Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. We're about to get started. All right? Oh. we're about to begin started in due time, all right? I love you guys. Hold tight. It's the Nate Show.
I'm I don't want to spend time.
I can't do anything right! I can't do anything right! I'm always fucking everything up. Hopefully we're fucking live right now. I don't even want to look. Oh, great, you're tangled up. Welcome to the Nate Show. It's the Nate Show. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk some shit about celebrities and gossip, okay? And, you know, if you're into staying up late, hanging out with the gals and the guys, okay? Well, have fun. Problem tonight. I am having, oh no, I didn't even realize this is gonna be a problem. I have to take it off the fucking table. Got a big old surprise for everybody. Can't be there at all. Can't be there at all. Fuck. Oh shit. No, 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 no. How much time do I have? 3 more Welcome, boys and ladies and gents, boys, girls, and germs and germs. My voice, I haven't really talked much today. It's like in a state of silence. Okay, it's probably not good for a getting ready to talk for a while. Okay, we're here. Welcome to the show. It's a Nate show. Okay, real spooky time to be alive. Lots of things happening. Drama left and right. Now I have this. Wow, it shook everything. Now we have something going on. Okay, I'm gonna do this right quick. I mean, I feel like is this cool? Is this an aesthetic? You see him, you see me a little bit. Okay. But anywho, I have this whole contraption here. Now it's a problem because I can't move the wait, can I still do this? I can't. It's in the fucking way. Oh, I can do it like, oh, well, hello, that's even bad. I didn't even know I could do it like that. Oh my. Well, what happens whenever you find out things, okay? Because of things being in your way, you actually realize there's a better solution. And I could also, anytime I could hide myself. Somebody comes in with a gun, you don't have to see it. You just see him and this. I'm dead. Alrighty, let's get to the fucking show. It's Friday. Glorious time to be alive. Okay, I got a sweet, nice, small little baby right here. Okay, I went up to the store, and the Family Dollar was really upset with me. You ever had somebody be like, yeah, we ain't had them in a while? I'm like, what are you talking? I was trying to get my hundreds. Okay, Toots? Okay, there's old Gretch. A geezer, like most. When you get old, sometimes you get old. You can't escape how old you fucking look. My point is, this lady's like, we ain't had hundreds in a while. I'm like, okay, then give me the fucking smalls. She tried to grab a soft pack like in the fucking World War II, okay? Why do they still sell soft packs of cigarettes? Will always blow my mind, okay? So let's get this bitch going. Welcome to the show, guys, the Nate Show. We're gonna have some fun tonight, okay? What do you want to talk about? We got some Trisha Paytas stuff. Okay, we got Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein's in big trouble. I hope this, doesn't really claim me for playing this. I need this a little lower. Yeah, I can't even hear myself. Never mind. I wanted to play that, but that's too much. Okay, I can't focus right now. Things are acting weird. So we're going to hop into some Ethan. We have that to cover. We got Gypsy Rose. Somebody told me in the comments earlier this week, I like how people... they communicate to me via the comment section, okay? Sometimes. That's awesome. I love that. I feel like that's a thing people don't do all the time, at least at my age. But it's pretty cool. Brandy was asking about fucking Gypsy Rose. I think we covered her a while, pretty recently. I'm not sure. I can't remember, okay? The days just go by. Last time I was live, it was a Wednesday. The first day of God during the week. I was younger, I used to have to go to catechism on Wednesday, okay? And it was terrible. I'd go in there and for my whole life, I was never able to really sit and listen. I probably should have got some of that Ethan substance. Ethan Klein, he's looking great. This past week, he wore a nice suit. Okay, Klein's been pushing out the content, okay? And he's trying to better himself. We're going to be getting into that today. But aside from that, I don't know where I want to start. Okay? Let's pull the chat up. I don't have anything pulled up. Wednesday was fucking like 8 days ago. I was planning on maybe doing a last night show. I fooled people. I tricked people on Instagram. I like doing that. It's like one of my favorite things is to let people... down. I love it, all right? How many times that my dad would be like, oh, it's my boy. I haven't even talked, I haven't talked to my dad, my father. My father's, legendary, okay? And I haven't talked to him in a while. He's seen this. Well, he's seen this. We haven't talked about it yet. Sometimes you have family members that are like, they don't like it, okay? They're not into art. Well, I'm not really into tattoos either, but I got it done, for the girls. But I'm excited for that. M. Shell CCD. Okay. I recall Newport's being superior menthol, says M. Shell. I need to widen this chat. Okay. It's too thin. I don't know how that happens. Today I saw somebody accidentally pull their OBS. Sometimes I do it. I'll pull the OBS. Can you see this? I don't know. Okay. I saw somebody pull their OBS up the other day. I'm like, what is going on? I don't know how these people, they get it looking different. Okay. Now, I haven't been able to update my computer since 2 years ago. My Windows does not want me to, update anything. So maybe that's why, things look, the same. They haven't changed for me. The layout is beautiful. Never update. Okay, that's what I've learned. Nothing happens if you don't update Windows. I'm literally in Windows 10 or 10. Okay, I haven't updated in fucking probably 2 years. And I'm streaming 1440p. Yeah, there's some stutters, but that's because the CPU is extremely overclocked, and there's a couple fans in there that don't work. And it's really hot, and it's just getting crunched. Plus, it's an old CPU. But, never update. I just figured that'd be a good thing to tell you at the top. Like this. You ever had one of these? A cherry? A cherry on top. I've always despised... when I would go down to the old malt shop as a kid, I'd go in there and I'd be like, give me a damn milkshake, bitch. There, all we have is malt. I'm like, what is that? What is malt? What is malt? Melissa Brown said cucking. But this is bullshit, all right? Never put this in your milkshake. Malt. This is salad to me. Like, if somebody hands me this, what the fuck is this shit on my screen? It says plus mucus. Plus signs of mucus. I'm sorry. I'm really having a good time tonight. Shady's here. Hello. Melissa says it's okay. Shady says, missed you. I missed you too. Who else is here? Gianna, hello. Anti-coaching giving me this. You ever had a titty twister before? Back then, I used to get in trouble with parents. Okay, I would always run up to my friend's mom, grab it. No, I'm just kidding. That's a lie. But when I was a kid, me and my friends, we would pinch the shit out of each other. And we do bullfrogs. You take your knuckle and you punch him right in the back of the head. When it's like this, you make sure your middle finger knuckles out. And you try to make your friend fall. It's a pretty good game. But, how many times I had parents writing notes to my mom, writing letters, coming to the house, the police. I was doing too much pinching. Okay, and that was the worst part. When you were a kid, everybody was very, competitive, Especially me, I was like in most of the sports. All the fucking girls, were able to actually witness me in most aspects. When I was playing football, when I was a legend on the swim team. Okay. Almost went all the way. But anywho, I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's go to fucking Ethan. I guess we could start with him. I've really been getting into Ethan Klein. He is my favorite show ever. But recently, I've just really been almost having some type of feeling that I can't even explain. It's out of this world. Sometimes when I sit there, I start to feel like a warmth. Okay, under my thigh when I'm thinking about Olivia on Tinder. Did you guys know that I have seen Olivia Lopes? I've seen her on Tinder about 6 times, 7 times. But she never said yes. And I was just trying to get some secrets. I want secrets, all right? Melissa says anti-Semitism. All right, let's go to the fucking show. Wait, this isn't it. All right, so Ethan's been having a big week. It's another Hassan week. It's actually becoming, part of the show is really kind of, mostly centered around Hassan Piker. There are little breaks. They've been doing pieces of coverage with him every episode, but, throwing in other little things to fill time. Nobody wants to see this shit anymore. For me, I had enough. What am I doing with this? I gotta go to big screen. I've had enough of, like, Ethan cucking, okay, the content. I see the word up there, cucking. But, we're all sitting on the edge of our seat, especially all of Snark. They're wanting nothing but Hassan. I want it all day. I want the fights. I want another debate. It was exciting. Hassan had that gun in the background. I couldn't even fucking believe he didn't pick it up. I'm still shocked by that. It's an assault rifle. It was definitely probably was never there until the... Hey, check the fucking stream, Ethan. Ethan Klein, I got something for you. I know I'm really coming in too excited, but we'll slow down in a second.
Ethan Klein, go to a couple streams before the debate, see if the gun was there. If the gun wasn't there, he put that gun there as a sign.
All right, let's go. Oh, right.
The real hero, people always say that. But he was a giant dick to Gollum.
I agree.
All right, so here's Ethan, one of my best buddies in the world. He wore a suit on this episode. This is from 7 to... Jesus. I can't catch up. I really can't. For a while, I was good with it. I was able to... It's really fucked up. You ever played Mario Kart and you start accidentally going backwards? You're like, well, fuck. I can't... Shit. And then you crash the... How did I lose the... I just lost something. What the fuck? Control panel. How did I lose that? Am I live? Oh, God. Am I live? Oh, yeah, we are. All right. So, I don't even know what I was saying.
No reason.
Oh, yeah, I can't catch up with anything. Sometimes, I fall back on a couple episodes, and then I try to, catch up, and then there's more episodes, and I get something called what we would, what people, my dad's universe would call fucking dead meat.
If he heard...
God damn it, the gun! I need the gun! If my dad knew that I was watching all this YouTube shit, he'd be pissed. I mean, it's not really like a concern or something I should ever even think about, but I'm just saying normal folk. But I feel, almost crushed with content. It's falling on me. I can't get it off in enough time to, feel the weight lifted off to me. So it's really fucking bullshit, that all these creators can't slow down for one day and stop putting out shit. I don't even watch LOL. I never really could catch up with LOLCal Live. Never could do it. It was really almost like a fucking goddamn nightmare to watch in general. I was sitting there watching goddamn... I was sitting there watching Boogie, looking fucking pathetic. All right, so I don't know what I'm doing. We're going to catch up with, I guess, some Ethan Klein. This show's actually kind of my way to hang out with friends and, watch my favorite shows ever. Now, we do have some exciting things. There was actually one of my favorite things happened ever this week that blew me away. There actually was two things, during one of the Ethan Klein shows, there was a Red Bar in the Wild. Shout out. Okay. Dan brought him up. Hila was laughing. She was very happy. But something else happened. AB. Okay. I didn't even realize he did this. It was really fucked up that he was keeping it a secret from everybody. And we're going to be catching up with that. Okay. We'll be catching up with that bullshit. And it'll be really exciting to do. So let's go to Eth.
So mean. I wrote...
Now, this episode was kind of squished with Olivia, at the end, wearing this. What is this? What is this? This looks like a waiter's, vest. And she's got this neck thing around her with a fucking gross. All right, so let's go to the beginning. This is titled Denims. Now, Ethan's getting sued. Denims is taking him to court. She's taking him to task, as some people would say. So Ethan's really fucking excited to, play the part.
Hello, everyone.
He's always said that he was somebody who wasn't afraid for a battle. Now it's exciting for him. He's really getting challenged. He's got about 7 lawsuits. Lots of things going on with Ethan's lawyers' pockets are lined. Ladies and gentlemen.
to the H3 show.
Let's hop into
All right,
this.
we're back. It is the 9th of May. It is the year of 2025, and we are here. It is Friday.
Now, I'm really kind of only here for one thing. I could care less about the denim stuff. Now, honestly, all this shit is bullshit. I just like to see Ethan getting all fucking freaked out, okay? It's not happening now. There needs to be more cut. We need more hype. Ethan's already kind of, he's used to this, this thing happening. Something new needs to happen. That's all I'm trying to say.
I've been trying to...
He's not been twitching like I, remember. At least on this episode. He was a little leveled out. I was actually shocked how, much I was sucked into his, his jacket. It kind of, kept me away from watching Ethan's tics the whole show. It was really a really crazy phenomenon that happened to me.
To have a fun show for...
But, so most of the show, he looked like he was kind of mellow. Okay, he's talking about denims. Denims looking like a bombshell.
About, I don't know, 2 or 3 months now. I go, no more drama, guys. Unless something cataclysmic happens, I'm not going to talk about it.
But, I spoke too
only
soon.
Gonna do a fun episode.
I don't know what's going on down here. Now, Ethan's got what we would call the same eyes I remember every time I watch him. Okay, always glistened. So something's going on. A little bit's going on. A little bit. But I'm seeing this right here. This area down here is going wild. Now, this is pathetic to look at, but I need to do it for me. Watch.
Unless something cataclysmic happens, I'm not...
So Ethan's legs are going nuts. Ethan's learned how to kind of forces... You remember the movie Tremors?
Talk about it.
The Tremors would go in the dirt, and they go, way the fuck down! Okay, Ethan can send his Tourette. That's actually a really cool idea.
I feel guilty. I don't want to spend.
He sends his ticks down to his legs.
We're only going to do a fun episode.
This is not what podcasts
Allegedly.
are.
And
But this is my favorite guy, okay? I mean, Ethan's looking great. His hair looks awesome today.
And thankfully, it's been smooth sailing.
Oh, yeah.
somehow these dipshits always manage to deliver. But thank you to My Heritage for sponsoring us.
All right, so let's go to the part of this one I want to show you guys because I really want to. I want to get into the new episode tonight, okay? Because they did a members show on Thursday. Tom with no fucking hair. I'll never get over anybody that just comes in front of the camera. The first thing you see should never be somebody's clean bald. On a camera. I go Thursday. I'm at the edge of my seat at work, standing, running and picking heavy equipment up. Okay. Engines, okay? And, I'm waiting for Ethan to go live with the show. I hear the sound of Tom, no Ethan. Ethan took off this week.
Thank you.
Allegedly. He could have been in the fucking bathroom shitting.
And,
Ethan always has a case of the squirts. How many times do you think Ethan makes it to the fucking show? And he's in the he can't get out of the bathroom. He's filling the bowl. Okay? He's flying up to the ceiling. He's like, there's shit everywhere! I have shit in my eyes! Ethan's eating, she's swallowing shit.
Teddy Fresh, of course.
Okay. Friends with Tree says, I'm becoming a H3 member. I like their love chat. No cap. I'm an H3 member.
Of course,
I'm in their Discord. You know what it's like in there? It's gross. Everybody has disabilities. I'm just kidding. There is Discords that you should never go in. Okay? You're so too happy in there. It's too positive. This place fucking sucks. Everybody's showing their fingernails. It's too much fingers. Toes and fingers. It's gross. And, it's a cesspool for other people to put their shitty little video. There's a section for creators. You can actually go on there and share a video. You could probably share me if you wanted to. You could share everything I've done of Ethan Klein coverage.
Hila's here.
Okay, if you get on there, all you have to do, there's a little section for it. It's a YouTube creator
Always
section.
lovely to
You could post your stuff.
see you, Hila.
But that's in Minecraft. You don't have to do that, Friends with Trees. Spread the word.
Okay. Fuck, baby, yeah, woo.
Or, you can put Mike David.
You want anything you want to plug here, or we're just quickly moving along?
Yeah, this is, part one.
All right, so I'm here for this part, and this part only.
I don't think
We need to find...
So this fucking, this whole thing going on, the battle, Ethan against Hassan. People are starting to go after the crew. It's almost just puked air. Okay, you ever almost throw up nothing? People are like, what are you You doing? Anywho, Ethan Klein, his crew, they've been getting, some jabs, some slight, allegedly. And guess what?
Don't say that at all.
One of the things they were talking about, people were talking about AB saying that he's like, trying to disguise himself. I've been noticing AB's slow transition, transformation.
Bad posture.
From like, having something wrong with his eye, getting the first surgery, to getting the second one, and then, every other fucking day, somebody's showing up after the show to cut on AB's face to fix it. Allegedly. I'm not sure if that's the truth. But I've been watching him shapeshift. And on this episode, something was revealed. And it's really awesome. Friends with Tree says, there's a guy trying to expose Mike David as... Yeah, I know. We don't... That's crap. That stuff is not fun.
Nobody said anything. You know what?
This is a glam channel. If you ever want to describe the show to your parents, say it's a glam show, and they'll never want to watch it.
Terrible as
Let's
the
get back to the letters.
I just don't see why it's a big deal.
So at about an hour and 30, Ethan's hands are starting to kind of rev up.
You know what I mean?
Get back to the...
The show kind of like is kicking in. Also the pill. I don't know how many times Ethan swallows down Addies. Okay, left and right.
The letter.
Obviously,
allegedly. That's what I would just imagine somebody that like, that's on those drugs would do. If they're running a big show.
it was horrendous, and how disgusting the doctor was that did the experiments on
people with bad posture.
Gay people.
Bad posture people.
But Ethan's lips looking crazy. I've never even noticed this. Is this a new thing? Friends with Tree says, I don't use Reddit either, other than for researching drugs. Okay.
Or they did it on Jewish people.
Oh, they did.
They were also.
You guys remember Arrowwood? Arrowwood was my favorite drug. I bet Ethan knows about Arrowwood. That's where he learned how much to do when he was drinking Robitussin for the first time. Okay? You ever heard of the plateaus, the DXM plateaus? Or what the fuck it was called that was in the cough syrup?
My favorite afterthought.
I could see that. We really don't know the full story. A lot of people, they put on an act. You'd be surprised how easy it is, okay? I've watched it my whole life. People on Facebook, they see one thing, they believe it. Half of these fucking people on here could be paid actors. It's not like they're really doing anything. We're not seeing them outside the show. We could have Ethan, the best actor we have.
Ever.
I'm just kidding.
If you're making an active decision that, you don't give a fuck about your health or your
So during this, they're talking about Ethan's posture, and I totally forgot. Ethan has this God angle. Ethan Klein's show, it has, this other camera angle from the sky. It looks like goddamn shit, all right? It's fucking bullshit. They have so much money, and they have so many cords everywhere. They have dogs, bulls right here. Look at that. Now, I'm just saying, this is actually a real concern. My cat loves to bite plastic and shit, or any cord. I've seen my cat fucking around my phone cord. I just stop him from the electricity. But look at all this right here. They got dogs from around the bowl of water's right by this. Look at this thing right here. What if it was cut electric? It's like Final Destination, and it's like a fucking 10-piece. Everybody's fried. Fried! Melissa Brown says, can it be mainline?
Your dog shitting all over the house to the point where your kids are getting giardia?
That was, again, made...
That would be so much, too. You understand how much that you would have to do? That would be a whole bottle. I don't know if your vein could handle that much. Okay? You'd have a fucking fat bubble in your arm of cough syrup.
Hey, that she found out the call happened.
But look at Ethan's posture right here. From this God angle and this shitty camera and all these cords, I was able to see this and have a recollection of Ethan's hunchback. This is like a Patrick Melton type of thing. Oh my God, that's nuts. That is, I don't know if that's always. I don't know if that's really, maybe he's just leaned over a little bit. I would only hope, but that's a lot. Kimberly's here. Hello, girl.
And she is saying that I don't care that my kids eat dog shit and get giardia. Because I have bad posture, of course. A very good inference. A very...
So part's coming up. Just wait. This is really awesome. You guys probably already saw it, but for me, I want to go over it just a little bit.
Accurate and good faith inference based on my posture. And she's threatening to sue me for defamation.
I've never seen anybody in my life that looks like Roxanne from what's it called? The Looney Tunes movie? Max and what's it called? It's fucking Juggalo Island. I don't remember what the hell it was called. It was the Goofy movie. That's what it was. Max and Goofy, and then there was Roxanne. She looks like a human version of Roxanne. From the Goofy movie. That's crazy. What do you have back here? Oh my god. What is up with Shelf? I hate Shelf background. Fuck that.
If you need a better example of how pathetically divorced from reality these snark people are, it's this. The fact that she even raised $30,000 is just tells you everything you need to know about this whole situation. Oh, brother. You think they're going to ask for that money back when she doesn't sue me? Or is she going to keep it?
Wow, I went way too far. I thought I was at like the hour 5 minute. I need to be right here. Here we go.
Just slouching over, girl. It's not that serious.
This is great.
Also, I'm leaning over to do something to the camera.
Downs? Wait, what?
Wait, what?
You guys didn't know about this? Yeah.
You guys didn't know about what, Denims? The dog shit? Oh, you're telling them that and saying, oh, you guys didn't know this? Like an assertion of fact?
Right.
Doubling down on it after you learned that the call was made? Really? And you should feel scared. You should feel uncomfortable from legal aspect. You should feel very vulnerable legally.
This is taking forever. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's taking so long. Ethan, you're making me feel like this is hours of waiting. And then you went to this side. I was like, where'd he go? Ethan disappeared.
And you should be concerned about that.
Look at she looks pretty. Damn. What is her name again? I can't even remember her name. Is that Asmongold?
I want you to be concerned about that.
Just for the record,
Okay, so this is great. So AB, I don't know why everybody's wearing disguises today. I guess they're all trying to like dress like Lord of the Rings people. Nobody looks anything close to Lord of the... He's looking like Sherlock fucking Holmes. I mean, this is insane. What are you wearing? AB's got a whole new face. Look at this guy. Look at this champ. Looking fantastic. His fucking lips looking like they got some life in them for once. You ever seen anybody like finally get some air in their lips and they're like, wowza kazow, you're like a whole new face. Oh my god, he's got an earring? I didn't even know AB had what we would call the problem. He doesn't have, oh my god, he's got one of those fucked up no earlobes. It's just all the way to the ear. That's so gross. Okay? You need to have an earlobe. It can't just be connected. This is just as bad as having webbed feet. But he's got himself some style now. He's feeling himself. A lot of allegations going around that AB's been under the knife. Okay? AB's been getting some surgeries done. People were saying that he's trying to look less Arab. Okay? Convert his look. And look at him now. You know, his hair's always changed. Pick a hair color. You know, it's not good to keep going back and forth. Ruin it one way. He's also dyeing his eyebrows. There's not a chance them fucking bitches aren't dyed. They're looking real dark right here. Deep dive. Where's the button? This is so stupid. But yeah. A lot of people were asking questions, spreading rumors that he's been going around, fixing himself up. He's dyeing his bit. This is definitely a dye job. This is too brown for your age. Aren't you, like, getting up in the years? What did I do? I did something fucked up.
Panada said I had over 100K
Okay, hold on. Here we go. This is all we're here for.
in surgery to make myself more white.
What?
Yeah, to look less Arab. Yeah.
Ban Emma.
And he looks like...
No, he's saying AB.
I did.
that.
Oh, he said you.
I got 100K over 100K in surgery to look less Arab.
He's such a disgusting
Very credible,
monster.
man.
The white guy said that?
He's not even... The thing is, he's not even Arab, is he? I
I
think
don't know
he's
what
like great.
the fuck he is. I think he's like a Neanderthal or something.
I don't know, but
I
he's,
think he's probably.
A real nice AB. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. That bad Ampernader. I'm not into that shit either.
But
That's
I don't think he's
scary.
developed all the way.
he's a very credible source of information.
Look at Gila's outfit tonight. You know, I didn't even go over the looks. Everybody's dressed. What is this bullshit? What are you wearing? Gila's really trying to go dark. Or Gila Klein. Gila Alt Klein. Look at that bow. Now, they've been really splurging. They've been having some pretty cool watch, updates on the show. Pretty long coverage. A lot of people allegedly aren't into the watch talk. Well, guess what? I don't know what episode it might have been this one. There was a lot of watch talk, a lot of it.
Yeah, AB would never overpay like that. He got a way better deal than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, listen, you're half white. Isn't
But it
that
was
big
to
of a
make me
fucking
look more
secret?
Arab. No, I did get a BBL,
Oh, it was
but
wait.
yeah.
Wow. What do we got going on? AB's got a BBL! This is insane. Spread the word. Okay, so I was watching the show. I almost blew down my legs. My fucking whole body shook. Just on the bed going back. Yeah, I didn't even know this was a thing. Now, I thought like a BBL, that's your ass, right? You get yourself like injections. Is that what that is? A big booty-licious, okay? Brazilian butt. Why would a guy do that? That's fucking weird. Let's go back. Let's hear it one more time.
I did get a BBL,
it's
but
Look at AV, man. And he has had work done. The hair, he's had construction up here. Ears done. Ears pierced. He's probably had hairs planted, too. Turkey hairs. From Turkey. I don't know. Find it pretty interesting. Pretty nice. God, you gotta stop. All right, I gotta go back to fast forward mode. So that's all I wanted to show here. I caught that. I didn't even watch the whole show anymore. I was getting grossed out. I was like, the whole time, I was like, if I knew anybody that got one of those, I'd have so many questions. A lot of questions to ask, okay? Okay, what's going on? You're getting BBLs? That feels like that's a lot to. Don't you have to cut the whole cheek open? How do you get it in there? And why? AB's like, it was for back support. What are you, Hank Hill? You need like fucking air in your ass? You fucking bitch. What are you doing, man? Air, yo, fucking. I'm just kidding. So let's go to the new episode. I want to watch a little bit of that, and then I do want to kind of check out AB's YouTube channel. AB's got a YouTube channel, okay? And we've watched it before. We've seen the apartment tour. It was one of my favorite things to watch on the stream. Okay, that's when we, a week or two later, that's whenever I met In Defense of Ethan Klein. Check him out. Check out the YouTube channel called In Defense of Ethan Klein. God damn, all right? Go on down there. But today we'll be watching the new apartment tour. $4,200 a month. That means there's, a little bit of flex happening when you say those numbers, all right? Don't get it twisted. I pay millions upon millions, per the year, to own my properties. So don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I don't know about numbers. But anywho, Shady says AB is now ABI. What is that? ABL, yeah. AB's butt lift. Okay. All right. Why is this on slow motion? This is driving me crazy. So this is the new episode of the show right here. Here's Ethan. Wearing the same fucking suit. This is his new thing. He's becoming a hunk. Is that what you said? Oh, Friends with Tree says AB picked up a trade and he has a potential of becoming a hunk. I thought he was already the hunk of the show. He's married to Lena. Lena Star Killer. His wife works on the show. She's allowed to be on camera a few times during, the episodes, allegedly. Okay, I don't know. That's just alleged. I don't watch my favorite show, like I used to anymore. But on this channel right here, you can get this is his wife right here. This is Lena. And AB started out on the show from his house. Ethan had him Zoom call in or something odd. And I'll never forget AB talking about how he can't sleep. He has a problem sleeping. Okay, that's terrifying. Okay, when I think about people not sleeping, I think about the mind and the games it can play. With lack of sleep. So anywho,
Hello, everybody. It's your host, Ethan Klein. It's Monday. Is it right? It's Monday. Yeah. No, it's Friday. Okay. I missed the whole body of the week.
Interesting. It's Friday, baby.
I'm all topsy-turvy. It's Friday, baby.
Wow, it's Friday. So what happens today? Now, they keep talking about Lord of the Rings, which, is very fucking disgusting. Okay. We've had, Lord of the Rings is over. It's over. No more. The movie's done. Every time I fucking, see these podcasts that have the same format, all right? I'm like a lot of other channels, I do reaction, but don't get it twisted. Nobody's taking on journeys like this. So they brought it, today they had a segment on me. It was called Nate Had a Baby. I can't wait to cover that. But there's a lot of watch talk today, so I'm really excited to get into that first. But let's hear about my kid. Okay, I read it. I don't like this show.
It's a Spider
I'm going straight to watch talk. So look at this right here.
Man one.
There's no. They're all Marvel
there's a
themes.
hermit,
They're like
isn't
comic
there?
book themes.
Yeah,
There's Hulk, Batman, Bruce Wayne, Pepsi, Coke.
Okay, so, they keep showing these really gross ones. I've had enough of Ethan and Zach's standards on the show. Gila wants that watch. We were watching for watches the other day. I was fucking watching the show, and they were looking at all the watches of the year, or I don't know, whatever was at Coachella, or no, the Met Gala. Okay, don't even get me started on the Met. Don't even get me started on the Met. We got Hailey Bieber. She's got behind-the-scenes coverage. Look at Gila looking demonic. Emily Rose. Okay? Oh, my God. That's insane.
Thanks.
Smurf, there's
Pepsi,
the Cookie
Rolex,
Monster.
I'll show you guys.
But I feel like this watch, on a prior episode that was like, I really a watch. Had like, a little square with one number. And she thought it was beautiful. And Ethan trashed her, Ethan's into the classic bullshit like this. Like a bank, this is like something that, the same color of a, a bank.
New York.
Fucking, you gotta turn off monster voice, folks.
Gypsy's a great name, and I like it because
I don't
of the
like
name.
it.
There's a Smurf, there's
Pepsi,
a Cookie
Rolex,
Monster.
I'll show you guys.
There's a Smurf.
So you guys
There's
are
a
actually interested in a
zombie.
watch talk right now.
A little bit.
This
And I actually like it, too. I like shows that, take you on a different journey. When I saw the movie Cabin in the Woods, my hair rose up. My pants. Okay, everything got real tight. Really excited. You ever, been like, oh, my God, what's going on here? There's a twist. Movies have twists all the time, but, when there's twists in movies and twists in realities, it's truly a
That's the Pepsi.
That's the Pepsi, and I love when there's, vintage ones that look all faded.
Okay.
I've seen some vintage ones that
faded
have really
Pepsi.
cool color. I think that's called a patina.
A patina.
Also,
It has a
those,
nice patina look.
those old school dials are radioactive.
So, Zach looks like he's, I don't know if he's losing weight or gaining it. He's kind of stayed still. He stayed still. What does that say? Alien Nate? What am I? Oh my God. What voice am I on now? Oh, Jesus. Scared me, Shady. Scared me! Zach's looking hefty. He's not losing weight. I thought he was on some type of keto bullshit. Zach's into Joe Rogan. It's a Roganite. Look at this. His eyes are all fucking wrinkled down like he's been drinking. That's a drinking man's face. That's he looks like an ape. Oh my God. Sorry, no more of that.
Sorry,
what?
New
Yeah,
sound.
Oh, I've heard of that before.
The loom element they used is radioactive.
So what do we do with that information?
I don't think.
Nothing, Hila, with your bullshit. Now I want to see a better fucking watch. I guess they don't do that. I want to go right into AB's video. You know, tonight I don't really care much for Ethan. You know, I don't know really, what to cover. You know, he kind of blew my mood.
They also have a mock.
You're not being there Thursday for the members only show. So now they're on to like a new subject. The Austin McBrooms. This is fucking bullshit. I need some Hassan now. All right, let's go to AB. Let's watch him. AB star killer of the Ethan Klein show. Posted a video 9 days ago.
Welcome to our.
And it's his new apartment. Now, let me scooch this bitch over here. All right, there we go. Set you down. Park you. They would call this parking. Call this parking. Look at AB looking like he's got that BBL. Damn, boy. I'm looking for that ass now. This is so awesome that we have footage of AB now that I know that he got a BBL. He's going to be walking around knocking over stuff with his ass. You know, he's got that too big of an ass. But look at him right here. They're doing an apartment tour. So, you know, as a kind of a, I would call this an anniversary to me or, ritual. Anytime AB does an apartment tour, I have to check it out. I have to see what Ethan's giving him in money to, afford this and also furnish it the way that, AB likes. AB allegedly is one of these people that's, one of those, he's just obsessed with, making sure everything is aesthetic. Kano chord showing. He's very, they would call that queer. Weird. So I can't wait to explore this apartment. We have this, obviously. This is fucking bullshit. All right, take this down. I hate the fact that I had this behind me. I had to make something for the fucking show. I could just have a background. Now, I am planning on making more. This is all bullshit. All right, this fucking, go to camera 2. Hello. You gotta move. Fuck. My point is, I can make a better set. And it doesn't have to be like cheap Amazon stuff that like AB does. Every apartment he has this shit on his fucking wall. Okay? He's got these LED Grove lights, straight from fucking Best Buy or Micro AB in his pants. Here's his wife, Lena. She's not doing the boxing match now. It's pretty good stuff. She backed out. Anywho.
Apartment tour.
Welcome, guys. This is what $4,200.
I'm really excited to see what $4,200 a month in LA can get you. Okay, I can already see that it definitely didn't get most of everything we're seeing in here. This is probably installed by AB, of course. AB's an LED mass. He could be like a real guy in the field of Fuck! God damn it! I went way too far. Holy shit, Chucky! Oh my God, Chuck? Chuck it? Okay, we'll get there eventually. I'm sorry, I skipped. But most of his apartments, he always gets them fixed up with these, this Amazon essential stuff, these LED lights. Getting this apartment, this was probably not here. He installed that. He probably had to put in this. This is definitely not here. This is not here. This is crap. So here we go. This is AB's new place. Shady says you should talk on that angle more, but really the weed smoke angle. No! What do you hate my face? Oh, look at this. So he's giving us like a little, kind of like a snippet, a cut through of his apartment. He's got all these fucking pictures, art, custom. Maybe it was his, maybe it wasn't. Somebody gifted it to him. Skateboards. People just, I like it. I mean, no. There's no way. This is just crap. He's been looking in magazines. I think he definitely got a lot of ideas from magazines, the layouts. There is actually a Reddit page for men's rooms. He's been looking on there. Getting ideas of how to get the aesthetic. Look at this. Wow.
This is the living room. We previously did an apartment tour. Let me preface by saying that we did one previously and there may be some overlap, but we have a lot of upgrades. We just moved in when I uploaded that last video and a lot of it was empty.
Well, what the fuck is this? The same place? You gotta be kidding me. This is bullshit. This fucking bitch is just putting out slop content.
Now,
he's redoing it. Now I'm doing it again. Maybe he's like, this time I won't get made fun of. Yeah, you're gonna make fun of. It's even worse this time. Look at this. This is bullshit. This is not even like, it doesn't even look close to MCM. Only MCM. Folks, only MCM. This is Amazon shelf. Soundbar Dookie. Probably on a book. Everybody has to furnish. You know, the look of the house is a book.
feels like
on the fucking table.
it's complete. Well, more complete at least. This is our TV that we got when we moved in here. This is an 85-inch Samsung. The main reason I wanted it is because it's less reflective and because we have so many windows on the other side, it makes it a lot easier. To view, we have this cheap Vizio surround sound. We have speakers behind the couch.
Okay, enough. Now, he's putting this out probably to get a couple dollars. Probably trying to get Jay Shetty. Look at Jay Shetty over here looking like a legend.
Has this book.
Look at those teeth.
This is also in a lot of those.
He's got a lot of these here. This is Amazon. All Amazon. What the fuck? Okay, this is bullshit. Okay, that is what we are watching right now. Okay, a furnished house with, you know, knickknacks.
Like style.
You know, there is no real style here. You know, you gotta buy something with dust and, you know, a bug inside of
pages. You've probably seen this light. This is the fake version of a $550 lamp. I'm not paying $550. This one's $30 off of Amazon. Everything will be linked down below if you're interested. Okay, we had to shoot this on multiple days.
Oh, wow. So this is probably a paid advertisement. We're watching, actually, an advertisement right now. This is crazy. This isn't even what I thought it was. You know, we're a minute and 43 in. Listen to what AB says.
Fake version of a $550 lamp. I'm not paying $550. This one's $30 off of Amazon. Everything will be linked down below if you're interested. Okay, we had to shoot this.
Wow, okay, spread the word. So he's just like doing like something for, I don't know what's going on here. He's got links on here. This is a paid video. Wow. Real nice. I thought I was watching a fresh room tour, not you showing off like things that you're trying to, you know, show the people on camera to set. What the fuck? This isn't even a new room tour. This is an ad. Like QVC bullshit.
But, let's continue. So yes, this is the rest of the living room. These couches both fold out to queen size beds. That's why we like them. And also they have a lot of storage in them. This view is really nice. I wish I could show you guys. During the day, it's just mountains. We have a really nice couch that we have in storage right now. But these ones, they store everything and these allow for...
Okay, I don't want to watch this. Look, I was here for this, really, because I thought it was an AI. AB's gaming streaming room. Let's check it out. This is where the magic happens, folks. Okay, as they would say. Here's Lena's. This is probably where she keeps all her tampons. Okay, spread the word in her probably diapers.
Really excited.
You know, this is a lady's closet. Look how fucking cluttered this is. What are you doing?
Also, I have my cute little Chucky doll.
No, but this is actually pretty nice. This is probably the best part of the house. You know, I saw some pretty decent fits here. Things are folded. No, I'm just kidding. This is gross. There's no room in here. This place is tiny.
This is really exciting for me. Also, I have my cute little Chucky doll. Isn't he adorbs? He's a cute little prop for my stream.
Real quick, one last thing. Lena...
We don't care. They're doing another fucking ad right now. This is an ad. You see this right here? AB's ad. A-B-A-D. Folks, spread the word. All right, AB is now AD. An ad. That's what he needs to be called now. Ad.
Insisted on...
You're over here doing another ad. We're what, 11 in? Guys, just one more thing. Look what he's doing right now. This is called tricking the audience. The dumb audience.
He's a cute little prop for my stream.
Real quick, one last thing. Lena insisted on showing her Galaxy lamp. She got it from Amazon.
Okay, there we go. Showing off another thing off Amazon. Okay, you can find it listed below in AB's info box. So look at this. This is cool, right? This is like, I feel like I'm at Disney. You ever been to Alien Encounter whenever they used to have it, folks? cleaning my closet right now. Yeah, throwing everything out. Or put it in another closet. Okay, forget about it. Bag it up. Shay says you're handsome. I forgot about, oh yeah, Shady was talking about my ankle. I like that ankle. What, the Howard Stern ankle? Oh, you want to see the tat? What the fuck? I can't, we have, oh, I forgot to tell you guys, we have show and tell this week, okay? We have a new member in the family. Okay, we're gonna, or something, okay? It's gonna be a really exciting segment coming up later, okay, in the show if I remember. That's why I have this thing here, and I can't go to my camera, too, because it's in the way. All right, let's go.
Area.
AB's room.
Thingy.
Let's get this done with.
Here it is. I know it's extra. I know it's a lot of lights, and it's intended. I would not have this if we didn't stream in here, but these lights are really cool because chat can interact.
Okay, so enough, okay? And like my fucking underwear. It's all the way up my ass, okay? What the fuck? So look at this. This is cool. Another shelf set. Everybody does that. That's like a trending thing. What is it with people? And, you know, I understand having stuff is like, it's cool to, I don't know, be a background to something. I don't know. Shelves and like, you know, things in it never really pleased my eyes. It's like, turn it around. I don't want to see these things. Okay, it's like they're all staring at me. They could all fall at once. It'd be a nightmare. It's all I think about with a big shelf. Everything falling at once like a goddamn earthquake coming in hot. You know what? AB's rooms are destroyed. And they have a lot of earthquakes here. Look at this. Didn't really line this part up right here. We're looking for cracks. AB's got a fantastic streaming room. You know, he comes in. It's completely LED. This has got to hurt your eyes so bad.
I would not.
I couldn't even imagine. That's why he's got them bug eyes, allegedly. I just made that up. But, I mean, his eyes do look like they're always on fire.
Have this if we did.
Look at all these lights in here. Like, right now, I need these sunglasses. You don't even understand. Everybody's like, shades in the house. Yeah, how about you do a show with squares? Look at this. Big screen. I'll give you an idea. This is right in front of me. I can't see it. Okay, you can't see it. There's two. That's not going to look good. It's going to look like I'm jacking off. But there's two, you know, I got key lights in front of me.
We didn't stream in here.
They're bright.
These lights are really cool.
I could not imagine, like, you know, doing a whole stream in here without, like, you know, shades on.
Chat can interact.
So this is probably about, I wouldn't even be shocked if this is about 10 grand in lights. These things are not cheap. These Grove, you know, interactive lights you can buy from any place that has the lights, okay? And you get them, and they're, you know, they're too expensive. They don't really do anything. They just like blink different colors. You know, that's cool. It's a cool thing. You know, a lot of streamers, you know, they kind of garner an audience and you know, train their audience to, you know, watch other shows that look just like this. You know, they all have this look. It's cheap. That's all I'm saying. AB's got a really shitty dog shit set. I hate this so much. What is this? It's like Disney. I'm like in a fucking dumbass gift shop. What the fuck? Do something cool. Where's the art?
A sub or a follow.
And don't fill the room up just to like have something behind
they
you.
They do a lot of cool things. I don't know.
No, this isn't art, okay? I mean, a little bit.
Where to begin? There's so much going on here. There's a lot of utility in this room. Of course, we have the fake window, which is in front of a real window. It's just two TVs.
Look at this right here. So AB created an illusion in this room. This is probably been done by a lot, okay? It's not his idea. He bought these, like, you know, probably like from McDonald's back a lot. He ripped them out with the chain. He took the little LED displays. Oh my God, folks, spread the word. Or he's just got lights here. These panel lights. Just got a little, you know, display in front of it. I don't care. Okay, it's stupid. No more cities. When I think about being up on a skyscraper, all I can think about is somebody jumping.
That I mounted.
I hate the picture of being way up and looking at a city. It's like, get down, okay? Enough. We've seen it.
Sideways. The reason I wanted this is so that the window could be in the shot and we could change the theme depending on what we're doing. Like,
so I haven't really seen much action. He's not really showing much ass.
We're doing a Christmas stream or whatever it is.
So maybe AB really was in desperate need for a new tushy. AB, exposed that he had a BBL, on one of the recent episodes of the Ethan Klein Experience. And, I've been watching a little bit of this. I can't see it anywhere. I can't see it in sight. Maybe it wore off. How often do you have to get new BBL? Is it just to how you have breast implants? Is it you just put that in your cheek? Is that what a BBL is?
We could make this.
Let me know. Spread the word.
Theme. And also, I'm able to feed a window AC unit out behind it because it does get hot in here whenever we're streaming. We have all the monitors going. This folds out to a queen size bed. So whenever we have family stay with us, because there's so much electronics in here.
Okay, I don't want to watch this anymore. That was AB's room. There's a PS fucking 5 for whatever the fuck it is. Whatever it is. Give me a break. Here's his camera. Actually, that's what I want to see. How do you have that set up? I like to see people's setups. Oh, you got it in the desk. Wow. What the fuck? What is that? What is that? There's no lens. What's going on with the front of that? Look at it. It's burned. He's got a burned camera. A burner.
Progress this area. Over here, also, speaking of functionality.
Oh, this is fucking nuts. All right, I could not imagine the night before he did this video. He was literally planning to do this in the video. Everything's set up with this. What is the city is stupid. Stop with the city lights.
Here that I can just easily pull. And then it's behind us.
Oh, there we go. You can JO it. That's what I would be doing. Pull that thing around, go to
while we stream, and we have a green screen. Amazing. We use it if I'm ever gaming or if I just want to mess around while we're reacting to something.
Oh my, that scared the fuck out of me.
He snuck me in.
Push it back. Bam.
All right, so let's head into something else. We got Gypsy Rose. You guys like Gyps? Gypsy Rose Blanchard? I don't ever cover her anymore. Really ever look at her. She scares me. Blanche Rose, has been, I guess, it's a real hot subject recently. I just put in one G. I put the letter G in. Gypsy Rose, first thing that fucking popped up on my YouTube search. So, she's been catching some heat. Okay? I saw a video right here. It says, Gypsy Rose. Oh, God damn it. Where is it? Gypsy Rose Blanchard exposed for more disturbing behavior. So what's been going on? Shady says, you mentioned jacking off so much today. What's on your mind? I don't know. Is that more than once? It's disgusting. Forget I said it. Erase your, that. Okay? I haven't do that shit. It's gross. So let's head into Blanchard. Branch Lanch. I can't get enough of this stupid face. They did the first season, and I thought she was done for. They did the second season. I kind of forgot to really cover it. Now, her TikTok is probably covered in crap. Ken right here. This is pinned. Look at this.
Hey, y'all, this is Ken, and I'm finally doing my Ice Bucket Challenge here.
Okay, so Ken is really pathetic. He's probably one of the worst people to look at when I cover Gypsy Rose, besides Rose Blanche. Ken's kind of like, not Ken, with Ryan. That's my favorite one. The big one, the big guy. He's my big guy. Okay, he's like, I started kind of trust him a little bit, through my coverage of them. Or I'm like more used to his face. These two, every time I see him, I get grossed out. Now Gypsy's had a baby. So I don't know what this is. I really don't want to watch this. I just had it pulled up because I thought I was going to listen, before the show and get some tips and tricks on, the Gypsy Rose updates. But this is from Kyla. Oh, is this the lady? Oh my God, I hope it is. Let's go to the beginning.
There is so much going on in the world of Gypsy Rose Blanchard that if you've had trouble keeping up with all the drama, I have you covered in today's video. We have so much to talk about, and I'm not even going to waste any time. We're going to go ahead and...
Now, this lady's... I think I know who this is. Spread the word. Is this the girl that has, like, the bed sheets that look like a picnic table in her room?
Because from what she's...
like she's got a dinner table for a bed?
...posting on her social media, through the lives that she's recently done...
Well, this lady's, look at these numbers. She's doing good. Look at her, Kylie. This has got how many? 70K, 72K. Okay, Pardon my mistakes. 1 day ago. Numbers looking nice. Subscribers. Yeah, I thought the hype with Gypsy was done. I haven't heard her name in a long time.
And even on her show, Life After Lockup, we have continuously daily tea being spilled, and it has been messy. Gypsy has recently turned off all the comments on her TikTok, so you're not even able to tell her directly just how unhinged you think she is. So make sure to comment down below and let me know what you think about this video. In some of my past videos, I expressed concern that when Aurora was born, that Gypsy Rose was going to...
Why isn't this lady showing her face? Isn't this... Where's the... Oh, is this just... This... Oh, 22 minutes. This lady hit herself? Where'd she go? Oh my God. I don't want to listen just to her talking.
Exploit her. And then Gypsy came out with an interview saying that she wasn't going to do that. So I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt, but Gypsy has since...
Look at the kid's hair. When I was a kid, I had like this red afro. It was nut. It was like clown hair. I don't know. My parents couldn't explain it.
Done nothing to protect Aurora from exploitation, apart from hiding her face. She exploits every single thing else. Part of me is now wondering if she's hiding her face so that people aren't directly looking at her features. And
now we watch Trisha Paytas, you know, of Trisha Paytas' large variety of human. You know, we watch her. You know, she exploits her children left and right. She can't get enough of pushing them right in front of the fucking camera. So right here, this lady's covering Gypsy. She's saying that Gypsy's been hiding the baby's face, still exploiting the kid with videos, but hiding it by blurring it, which is still, they know that's there. And if you're trying to say it's not, then you're wild. But people are speculating if the baby's alive right here.
Comparing them to
what's going on right here? What is
Ryan's.
this? I glanced at it and was like, you know, check features.
More than she doesn't want to actually exploit Aurora, because what in
Oh, they're just talking about exploiting.
the
Okay.
actual flippin' flapjack was that last TikTok she posted?
When you realize...
Oh my God, what is that? That is scary as shit. This is like, I was in the back rooms, I found that phone with one video, and I open it up, it's this.
Flippin' flapjack was that last TikTok she posted.
When you realize she had a blowout.
I'm done. I'm like, kill me, backrooms now. This is terrifying. Is this blurred out by her, or is this Gypsy blurring this video out? This is scary. This is Skinamarink. Gypsy Rose Blanchard Skinamarink. Oh my God. What is that? Where is that going? What is this? I feel like this is a stairway down to a basement that's been blocked by Tupperware. What is this? This is so scary.
Listen, as a mother, this happens. I have never in my life, though, thought to grab out my phone and record it, because why on earth would you ever post your child's poop on the internet?
Oh, that was shit? I didn't know it was happening. That was shit.
One,
There was a video of her cleaning Dukas.
I can assure you that no one, and I mean absolutely no one, wants
was
to
the
see
back
that.
rooms.
And two, how disgusting. Put the phone down and clean your arm and your baby. Like, where was Aurora while she was...
Oh my God, she filmed her arm covered in her baby's Duke. That's disgusting.
filming all this?
So Gypsy Rose is going nuts. Where's her fucking TikTok? Let's catch up with that. You know, we could watch Life After Lockup, the Gypsy Rose TLC experience. Catch up with that. We could also catch up with some of this shit. So there it is. There's the blur. The blur. So she's been not really posting. You know, ever since she deactivated this account, it looks like she's kind of deactivated all her videos. Where is everything? No, there's still updates. Here's her mom looking real rough.
Hi, my name is Christy Blanchard, and I have been challenged.
I don't want to hear it. All right, enough. All right, enough. I feel like this is pinned out pupils from Perk 30s. Her mom's on drugs. She's on the skag. She's got this fucking filter on. Don't even get it. Yeah, I can see that from a mile away. Who you tricking?
I can't.
I don't know why Gypsy reposted this. This is for sure an advertisement. All right, I got to go to the Life After Lockup. I want to watch this. You know, it's been a while. Now, I have to be careful watching. You know, like I've said before, it's TLC or Lifetime, whoever these fuckers are. Okay? Be very careful watching. They might take the whole fucking stream down. But if it goes down, just keep refreshing. I'm still live. I just have to get off this. Okay? This is, say, a Lifetime network. So, what haven't I watched? You know, what's been happening in Gypsy Rose Blanchard's universe? Okay? Gypsy Rose baby father reveal? Wow. We already know who that is. They don't really have much clips either. They used to have way more, you know, length of footage when you would watch these Gypsy Rose Ranchard clips. Wait, oh no, I'm going the wrong way. Is this? What's this? Click.
All right, so since the
Oh my God, I totally forgot about this episode. You guys remember when Ryan first bent over? Wow.
boots don't fit, I'm wondering about your shoes.
You know, what would be funny is if my whole belief system of like what sizes I've been.
Let's go to the newest episode.
The first 5 days, Ken's mom had came in town and
Our newest clip.
helped us transition.
No, I don't know if the show last time, you know, or, you know, last time I was talking about this, I think the show was on the air still. Now, they kind of cranked out, like, the second season pretty
And
quick.
that helped.
You know, they needed that. Like, they needed to refresh everybody with Gypsy again. Now she's had a kid from Ken. And a lot of people were speculating it wasn't real, like it was a puppet. Or like one of those like little monkeys that you could buy from Cracker Barrel. And she just dressed it in like a pink outfit. And that's the monkey
I
head.
came in town and helped us transition.
But she did have a kid. There's a kid there. Look at that.
And that helped.
I don't know what's going on with this. What are you doing with a kid? Petting. I've never seen anybody do that to their kid.
I came in town and helped us
Just a little finger right there.
transition, and that helped.
Scary!
A lot. But then after that 5 days, it was just us. There's
So this is titled Gypsy Refuses to Repeat the Past. I have to go a little bit further. There's music.
a baby laying on their side. Do it this way, do it that way. It became overwhelming, and so for about 2 days, I just like felt the urge to cry.
Oh, I thought she was going to say kill. Imagine that. Imagine Gypsy Rose Blanchard feeling the urge to kill. Again.
I just want to do everything right. I feel like
You know, TLC is really giving me a fucking headache with these stupid shots that they're doing. Not TLC, Lifetime. Same crap, same reality bullshit. These, you know, these glory shots where, you know, they're under her, they got the light on her fucking disgusting, looking like long legs. Okay, looking real nice. But these, like, types of, like, shots. Oh my God, you know, they give me a headache. You know, I just need, like, a straight up reality show where we're not doing anything artsy.
emotions that I feel.
We have to actually see Gypsy being a mother. Why would anybody watch this or watch anything and believe it if it's not, you know, step for step reality? When they're just like, you know, we just have a whole episode, 1 or 2 hours of them sitting in the living room silent with the baby. Okay?
For my daughter.
That's real reality. They really crank this shit up. It ain't this cool. Gypsy's never done this with the milk. And I don't even think there's milk in there.
I mean, I didn't realize how much it was going to affect me until I had
What's wrong with the kid?
her and I was holding her. And then I started to realize, like, wow, like, I really truly understand now how wrong it is, how wronged I was.
Okay, this is crazy. So Gypsy's reminiscing on how her being a daughter. Now now maybe it's a curse. Gypsy Rose the Blanchard curse. You know, there's a thing called you know, witchcraft out here. Maybe the family was cursed. Gypsy got cursed. She's gonna spread it to her kid. Her kid's gonna kill her. Yikes.
For my mom to do this, like, I can't stand it whenever I'm making a bottle and she's crying for like a minute and a half. I can't.
Oh my God. Did she just say, she's like, I can't stand it when she wants her minute of bottle?
I can't stand it. I'm like, I want to comfort her. I want to make it all better. And so, like, knowing that my mom was in the room with me when I was screaming in pain.
Okay, enough. There's Gypsy. This is scary. The kid's just like sleeping in the red glow. The demonic red.
That the only
So this is the show now. Where's Ken? Does Ken have a job?
voice that I
Where's Ken on the goddamn couch?
hear is my own, saying that I can't do it.
Julie Belladol says, I just read that BBLs can smell sour. Yeah, I bet AB's got a real sour ass.
That's when I'm the loneliest.
You know, when he sits down, like a little bit of mist comes out, the whole room stinks of BBL. Real nice.
I know the things that I'm responsible for, such as feeding her and changing her, but also like I literally, like, while you guys were on lunch, I had like another breakdown.
Oh, wow. She's like, I don't know, I couldn't feed her. I got stressed out. I had to run. What the fuck are you talking about, Gypsy? Take care of your kid. Okay, it's too early to be like, guys, I just ran off the set. I left the kid on the couch. Sorry, I had a breakdown. Never again, ever happen again. Yeah, right. So it's not looking good. Gypsy's over her, head over, not head over her heels. She's in over her head and responsibility. This is motherhood. Now, I thought it was just very scary that she got pregnant in general. After, her being in prison for the murder of her mother. Being involved with it. And, since she's got out, she's been a legend, allegedly. M. Michelle says, this isn't good.
I'm sorry. I'm putting all.
So now, after 2 seasons of this show, being toted around, she was, she met up with Tana Marnjar, okay? She met up with Kim Kardashian. Okay? And she's now got the kid. Responsibilities are kicking in. You got out of prison. You had your fun. Now it's really exciting to watch this type of drama.
And I had been hit with the.
Because they just need to take the kid away. Okay? Get it away from her now. I'm done with Gypsy. Let's move on. Friends with Tree says BBL Drizzy. What do I want to watch? Now, I do have a lot of Trish coverage. We have Theo Von. I don't know if you guys remember Theo Von. This past weekend's Theo Von. He got himself in an incident this week. I thought it was really cool. It's about time we see all these, the good guys. We saw Joe Gatto of Impractical Jokers, okay? Decide to, get himself in some allegations, get caught up. Everybody's like, where'd you go, Joe? You quit the show too quick. All right? Oh, whoa, we're not watching that yet. No way. Anywho, we got some allegations. Actually, this isn't really allegations. It's a whole video. Theo Von got violent. Okay, look at this. I thought I had it on, God damn it! No, stop, please stop. I thought I had it on, TikTok pulled up. Okay, so let's go to this little video right here. Here's Theo Von getting a little bit handsy, with a fan. Somebody came up to him. He's a legend, right? Isn't he a comedic legend? All right, he gets on the stage. He slays. He's a killer. He's got that hat. He's got that new hair. All right? He's got all the cash. He's the second most popular podcast in the world, okay? Spread the word, at least in America. The numbers skyrocketing. And he comes into this bar, some Nashville shithole. Look at this. Now, this guy right here with balloons, wearing one of the worst. This is crazy. You gotta take this off. I don't know what that is. This patchwork paisley bullshit. It's not a good look. Theo Von's in this bar. I don't know if he has security. I don't know how Theo's in like a random bar. This is a pretty big celebrity. I don't think Theo realizes he's too big for his bridges. Going out in these places alone. We just watched him in a podcast talk about it with yours truly, Dalton what the fuck was his name? Christian Wallen, the Morgan Wallen, the singer. They were talking about how it's hard to go out in public alone. They got to deal with shit. So allegedly, Theo, he had a real good backup story too. Okay, we're gonna get into that. We have two sides of the story.
Jason, drop the
Wow, so Theo's upset. Some guy came up to him. I guess it was Theo's birthday, right? Or not. I don't know. There's balloons. It's a birthday. Theo had enough. Whatever he said, Theo was agitated. He grabbed him, slammed him. This is not a good look for Theo Vaughn. You know, this is a good lawsuit, too. Okay, spread the word. Now, that's Jason Ciata. Now, he does have a TikTok. He tells his side of the story. Now, I was really upset when I saw it. You ever seen somebody's body and then you see their face, you're like, I don't like this. What's this?
By the way, Anissa reached out. She wants to meet at the Motel 6 tonight at 11.
I don't know what this is. This is a really scary video. Ethan's drug lips. Real red. Real red. All right. Jason, where you at? I know you're here somewhere. I swear I fucking saw it. Well, I don't know where his side of the story is. There it is.
Hey, I'm the fan who got choked out by Theo Vaughn. Let me tell you what actually happened. So I'm not.
All right, so this guy's bullshit. I saw his body. I'm like, wow, he's a tall guy. And then I saw his face.
Actually, let me tell you what actually happened.
Yeah, I don't like that face. I hate this face. This is like a Minecraft streamer face. Fuck that. I'm just kidding. But this is the guy that got attacked. He's going to tell his side of the story, how his night went. We'll see him in court.
So I'm not just a random fan. I live in
And he's a rock and roll guy. He's definitely not playing. Pretend play.
Nashville. I play music full time. That's me. All of this happened on May 2nd. You can see
this is the bar right here. This is the exact bar that this guy was at where Theo assault. That's an assault to the neck. That's I would consider that potential manslaughter or trying.
Which also happened to be my birthday. I had my gig from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock.
Murder.
My friends brought me cake. They brought me balloons.
I don't know if Theo. I don't know if he was here during this.
The bar brought me sparklers. So when Theo walked in, he didn't have any security with him. So people were walking up to him, talking to him, taking photos. I finished my show. This was.
Imagine being that stupid. You put yourself in a lot of positions sometimes in life where you're like, I should have did that. Okay, Theo's. Well, I was just saying, he was talking about how it's hard to go out in public. He went out here probably in a good mood, nice, and we don't know. Theo could be taking anything, allegedly. Going into a bar feeling good, talking to the common folk, and then gets agitated, grabs a fan that came up to him trying to give him balloons. Now, allegedly, Theo's side of the story is that he was getting harassed. There was a group of people that he said was this guy he was involved with that were, harassing him the whole night, taunting him. Theo's mind is going nuts.
It was like 10, 18.
Look at this guy's an angel. I've never seen a mustache naturally make a V. This is crazy.
Nobody in my party had.
He's got like the letter M on his fucking under his nose.
To him yet, not even me. We thought it would be a funny video idea to get him and me popping my birthday balloons together.
Also, this hairstyle is bullshit. That's pathetic. You should never even ever have an idea again until you're, this is crazy. I don't know if this is a him job. I think every guy should have a perfect fade. No more of this. Get a cut every week.
Because he's a comedian. I was trying to be courteous because he was talking to somebody at the moment, so.
Because then you walk around looking like this. That's like a toupee. This doesn't even look like real fucking hair.
In this next video, you can actually hear me say, I don't want to interrupt their conversation. I was waiting my turn to talk to him. Everybody was all just standing around, having fun, having a good time.
Friends with Trisha says, a man's carrying balloons. What could he have possibly said? I'm going to fuck your wife? Michelle says, Theo doesn't owe this dude a TikTok.
Nobody was bothering anybody. I'll show you the full video.
This is awesome, too. This guy was... I was more interested in this. There was a lot of love going on. He was, like, all over this lady. She was a random lady. I'm just kidding. I don't know what was happening. There was kisses. This is right before the incident. This is like you remember Cloverfield? The camera just kept rolling. I feel like I'm watching Cloverfield.
That's the guy I was waiting for, who I didn't want to.
There's there's Cloverfield. Lane. Okay, no, I don't know if that's what's really being said. Look at that's way too far down. You got to button up, but you don't have the body for that. Your body's dog shit. Okay, you don't even have really a chin. You're big old. Okay, it's disgusting. His neck is going into his chin. He's got the Dilbert effect. You know, maybe Theo got him away because he's like, ugh, nasty. So here it is. This is Cloverfield.
This is where the video that you've seen starts. I went up and I said, "Will you pop some balloons with me?" He turned away and looked like I said.
Wow, and what was Theo hanging out with? Grannies? What the fuck is this? Damn, son. Hanging out with a bunch of Gretchards. Look at the party of Theo over here. What was Theo doing? What is this lady doing? She looks like she's not even in reality. You're scary looking. You're like a scarecrow.
Said something offensive.
Oh my god! Oh my god! She's shaped. Watch her eyes. They're shifting.
Leaned in and said, "Hey man, I'm a fan. I'm just messing with you." He turned back around.
Reptilian. Shit. Play.
And then aggressively got in my face right there. I was confused, so you can see me lean in and say, "What?" And that's when he grabbed my throat and shoved me back. What happened was
that was it. He's like, complete mishap. I don't know what I did.
Completely uncalled for.
I can't believe he didn't drop the balloons and punch them across the whole street.
Reaction.
You know, Theo Vaughn's like 1 fucking centimeter to me. You know, I'd probably tower over all these people.
Especially when you consider the facts that nobody in my party had been badgering him for hours.
You know, I would too. I'd be like, I don't care if you're a fan. Get away.
We hadn't even talked to him. This was a 14-second interaction, and that was it. As an entertainer in downtown Nashville, I get being overwhelmed by crowds and people coming up to you all the time. At the end of my shift, at least I get to unplug and go home, and, you know, I feel for...
His whole neck is probably burning, stinging. Probably got an infection. What if he had an infection? What if he's dying right now? We have, maybe Theo had brown recluse poison under his nails. Remember the movie Holes? Okay, Sigourney Weaver just smacked the shit out of that guy. Made him sting. Was it? No. Was that Sigourney Weaver? I don't know! Who the hell was that? There was John Voight. Jonathan Voight. Jesus. Play.
We can't get away from that a lot more easily than I can. And post-surgery, I was 1 week back from recovery. This could have ended my career, but luckily there was no damage to my vocal cords or neck.
Oh my God, he also added that. I thought that was the best part. He goes, the best part is he goes, you know, he mentioned, yeah, I just had gotten done with surgery. I can't believe that. You know, he's like, some people go home from their job, they unwind, they don't have to worry about the thing that pays their bills being destroyed by a comedian's upset hand. Wow.
That's the guy I was waiting for, who I didn't want to interrupt.
I just want to hear this part one more time. One more.
This is where the video that you've seen starts. I went up and I said, "Will you pop some balloons with me?" He turned away and looked like I said something offensive. I leaned in and said, "Hey man, I'm a fan. I'm just messing with you." He turned back around and then aggressively got in my face right there. I was confused, so you can see me lean in and say, "What?" And that's when he grabbed my throat and shoved me back. What happened was a completely uncalled for reaction. Especially when you consider the...
Yeah, you're right. Friends with Tree says, talks about an incident, like a gay man reacting. He does have like a gay man's reaction. He's like, that was some balls. He's really having a hard time holding back his left foot.
Facts that nobody in my party had been badgering him for hours. We hadn't even talked to him.
I'm going to give him a like, too. I don't want to see another one of his videos, though. I don't ever get on TikTok. I only have it on my phone.
This was
I have it on the computer, I think. Oh, it's gone. Well, I'm on the browser.
14-second interaction, and that was it. As an entertainer in downtown Nashville, I get being overwhelmed by crowds and people coming up to you all the time. At the end of my shift, at least I get to unplug and...
The end of the day. Could have said
go
that.
Home and, you know, I feel for Theo where he probably can't get away from that a lot more easily than I can. And post-surgery, I was 1 week back from recovery. This could have ended my career, but luckily there was no damage to my vocal cords or neck. I'm not trying to get any sympathy or anything.
You got to get yourself some dollars. Now, does he say he's going to sue him? I think at the end he says
Out
it.
of this, I just want people to know that
The truth. It is. He's telling his, and that is the truth. The God honest.
On camera.
You know, either way, it doesn't matter. You don't grab. He assaulted. That's it. Theo Von's going to life in the cell. They're sending him right to the chokey.
Can be completely different people.
And I'll be over there hammering in the longest fucking railroad spikes
in real life.
You know, like a remember the what was his name? Stanley Steamer or the sledgehammer guy, John Henry. I'll be out there like John Henry, putting him in the chokey, his cell. Theo Von. And whenever we put those nails in to like make sure he doesn't move around or try to escape, I'll be over there like John Henry with a huge sledgehammer driving in the longest spikes so Theo's nice and stuck against the inside of his cell for the rest of his days.
Thank
Here we
you
go.
for listening to the truth. Hey, I'm the fan who got
M. Shell does he get it? Nope.
choked out by Theo Von.
Stop. I don't know what's going on. Friends with Tree says he could have potentially had a nice night with a lady. She's getting real close and touchy. Yeah, he went home alone. That lady was like, "You're a bitch. Why didn't you swing on him?" And she probably smacked him right back.
Let me tell you what actually happened. So I'm not just a random...
All right, what's his channel like? Oh, he's just have one video. I'm not doing that. No way. I'm going to send him a message. No way. What if I did? Get him on the show. All right, what do I want to do? We have Haley Bieber behind the scenes. There's Kill Tony. I don't know why I have that pulled up. There is no way I'm even clicking on that crap. Theo Von. Introduction. What is this? Oh, Bobby Altoff. Now, Bobby Altoff just dropped this a day ago. Where's she been? Comedy's podcaster, Bobby Altoff. You know, she had this show. It was real viral for about 1 or 2 days. There was a moment in time when people were blown away by the mystery of whether Bobby Altoff or Drake had sex right after their interview in bed. Bobby Altoff got famous from having a awkward The Office, Ricky Gervais style comedy. Okay, don't get it twisted. That's what it was. Scripted bullshit. Awkward comedy. That's what her whole shtick was. Okay. She got viral with Funny Marco. Then she had Drake. They got in bed. Okay, and then all of a sudden, Bobby Altoff had a big divorce, and she's been doing her show ever since. Been dating a lot of basketball players. Pretty good stuff. Her numbers are down. That's why we're watching it. We're just looking at our numbers. We're going to be pathetic today. This phenomenon is fucking awesome. It's called, they really did pay for these numbers. Bobby Altoff, is looking pathetic. They probably topped off a couple of these. The new season's coming out. Bobby Altoff has a brand new season of her show. I don't know why we do seasons. This show is at season 5. It's been out for a fucking year. How is it at season 5? That's insane. Well, how many episodes are in a season? And why do we need seasons? What's going on? Everybody just wants things to seem like television. Television is dying, okay? We're streaming now. YouTube's more popular. Okay, stop with seasons. It's over. Seasons are for the steak. All right, bitch. So look at this. It starts off. It's called Introducing Season 5, the really good podcast. These are all like comments. Okay, they grabbed a couple of the good ones, probably the ones that got the most likes, the ones that affected Bobby in the worst way. And then she added some that didn't have any likes. Isn't that funny? Oh wait, that one had one. Oh, whoa! Now you fell off. So this is just like her, telling people it ain't done yet. I didn't fall. I didn't go nowhere. Bobby's back and coming in with vengeance. She's going to let everybody know that she is unstoppable, entertainer, podcast extraordinaire. We're going to have guests on doing things that, you know, you could only watch. It's not a podcast, it's a video, okay? Stop with this bullshit. There is no such thing as video. It is, now we are watching videos. Podcasts are like, that's ears. You can't watch this with your ear. Close your eyes and just watch this. I'm going to pick any one of these episodes.
I feel like we both did.
We're going to the beginning.
Let me get there's the hair.
Feathers.
Oh yeah, duh.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. But the
It's
feathers
okay.
have hair.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what
they
I
do
mean?
it like a little.
It gets lost.
I'm sorry.
Bruh.
Yeah, it was weird. I don't know why they did that to her.
I don't like that for you, friend.
No, are you closing your eyes? You listening?
You did not deserve that day.
It's a real dead air show. That's all I'm trying to say. There's no energy. It's crap. It's bullshit. And, you know, the allegations was she was a Hollywood plant. So let's watch the introduction for her new season of her show. She's going to let everybody know we're here. We're going to be doing things you've never seen before. This is going to be like Mr. Beast style of podcasting, I can only hope.
Every season, I hired Davis to come in and photograph.
Wow, look at her. Looking like a regular Kardashian. This look is nuts. This is like that porcelain doll, like, sitting on the shelf. Everything's all slick, flat. Not a good look. This is insane. What would it feel like to have a face so smooth?
Me.
I mean, that's very alien-like to me. Okay, very alien gray-like.
Okay, I love that. Now can we do the duct tape?
Today, his vision is the Walk of Fame. I really don't know. I actually have a lot of anxiety, and we will need to get alcohol at
Stinking. Letting out a toot. Spread the word.
some point because there's no way I'm gonna do this sober.
My name's Austin. I'm Bobby's producer. I got this job through Morgan, and then Morgan no longer works for her, and I guess I got his job. But I've been talking.
Look, what is this? Patrick Melton. Look at this. Dun, 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 dun. Patrick Melton. Yeah, speaking of him, he's live right now. Do you guys want to see somebody really... I was telling you guys about somebody that if I had on this show, in this, you know, this facility where I do this show, I'd have to have the camera outside. I'd have to have it on a fucking tree to have him fit. Have him fit in the studio. Look at him.
Looks fantastic. Anywhere you want to put it in the kitchen.
Can I go backwards? All right, well, he's not... Son of a... He's on a camera. We'll keep it up. I have it muted. I'm not going to play it, though. We'll go back. I'll show you something really big. A guy really big. A guy that, you know, almost could probably, you know, match, you know, this guy's style.
Talking to Bobby about all these ideas that I've got. You know, I do some photography on the side myself. So we kind of came up with this like whole thing, like glamour meets Hollywood Walk of Fame. She's gonna be like walking around and.
I don't want it. I don't want his twang. His gay is not my speed.
To the shoot.
What am I doing?
Wow, Bobby's dressed up. We're 124 in. This is introducing the new season of the Bobby Altoff Experience. The really good podcast. She got the Spider-Man suit on. They're doing. Look at this shit. What is that? Is that the Pentax, whatever the fuck, 1000?
You're gonna interview people.
This is the Mark David camera right here.
What?
Okay, taking cool shots. Bobby's glamour shots. You know, probably doing like, you know, some good stuff for like, you know, promoting the podcast. What? I don't know what's going on. I hate any type of entertainment. What am I watching this for?
You know what? We'll get it later. I always get your feathers too toxic.
I think it's fucking hilarious. Also, why are there no performers?
Lexi, aren't they the other way though? I'm telling you. Where's the office? Where's the studio? The one we went to where we found them all.
This is where we were.
Really?
We were right here.
Fuck, where are they?
They're not.
I don't know what's happening, okay? I know that sometimes I do the show and like in my mind things are making sense and I go back and I listen and I'm like, wow, I totally lost what I was talking about something 1 second and then just didn't finish it. Okay? Like it's a nightmare sometimes keeping your mind together when you're battling the fucking world. All right? I'm always dealing with the elements. Okay, it's real. Gravity's heavy on me. You know, Bobby, this is we're a minute. I don't know, what is this? How is this an introduction to the new season of the show? They're walking around. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. She's in Spidey outfit.
This is?
That's her sister. Her sister has what we would call a grandmother's face, a very vintage MCM look. Okay, spread the word. I'm just kidding, but that is her sister. She looks nothing like Bobby. She looks kind of like... I don't know. It's not her. Not even close to Bobby. Wow. She's like a nun. She's got the nun's hair.
Do you think everything is going to go according to plan today?
No.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't.
I'm just thinking if I call her. You'll get the shot if I do. I can't. Just can't. It's not like an...
Okay, we're skipping. What's this? What's that?
So
What's
70,000 events.
All right, we're done.
Seek.
That's Bobby. Don't care. Wasted your guys' time. Kill Tony. Last I watched Kill Tony, it was really fucking boring. I'm trying to do it more. It's a good little scheme. I could talk. I could sit there and watch this shit. You know, I have had enough. You know, if things are on the internet, they are open for people to look at and talk about. And this is one of the most popular shows ever. Kill Tony. And I still don't understand. I'm still learning comedy. I'm practicing the, the 1 to the basics, okay? I'm figuring it out still. But today, we're going to be having 2 legends on here. This is Kim Congdon and Orange. What's his name? James McCarthy. McCheese. Wow. So this really grosses me out. I don't really want to watch this. And look at this thumbnail. This is a 1 million view video. It's a channel that is on Netflix now. They have a show on Netflix. This is the thumbnail they give you. What the fuck is this dog shit? This is literally made in what I use. Pick art. Is this your idea? I know you fucking did it, bitch. This guy looks like he smells like shit. I'm sorry. I'm getting too mean. Let's hop in. This is Kill Tony episode. Wow, they're up to 718. I've done more than that. Friends with Tree says, yes, Bobby does have a Jules look, okay? I think it's like the hair. Doesn't Jules have it? The McDonald M down the middle. Split down the center. Oh my God, that's really loud. That wasn't me, that's them. Listen to their audio get blown out. This is red brand problem. Okay, somebody like blew that bitch out. Probably was D Mac on the keys. What's his name? D Madness. I hate D Madness. He has the worst hats. Hats are gay in general. You never wear a hat. Hats are bullshit. I've always felt like they were more of a problem to have on than sunglasses in the house. Okay, spread the word. So at this point, this is just pocket change, right? Like, they don't care about this. I think they probably don't even fucking care about this shit anymore. No way, okay?
I'm a loser. I suck. I have no talent.
Now that they're on Netflix, they probably have a whole new set. It's like Kai Cenat whenever Mr. Beast tricked you and made a whole, an imitation of Kai Cenat's set. His basement for stream, blew it up with fireworks. It was a trick. I'm itching the outside of my ass cheek, my thigh, really. It's got an itch. But now that they do this show, I don't think they even care anymore. They have given up. The thumbnail is just enough alone just to give you an idea that, like, this show's stupid now to them. They got Netflix, they're making the big bucks. These thumbnails are dog shit. Like, what is this? These fonts. They're crap. They're not even 3D. We need to have, more people expecting, perfection or asking at least for like more from their entertainers. Like, this is a gross look. People they don't even care. Most people, it could be a booger and they'll click on it. Okay, Charlie, what's his name? Penguins? He's another one of these characters that like plays that I don't care thing, and like they're huge YouTubers. There's a scheme going on. Spread the word. That's another person that I'm really hoping gets caught choking somebody. Charlie, Moist Critical. There's something going on. We need to check that data.
Hey, this is Redman coming to you live from the Comedy Mothership here in Austin, Texas for a brand new episode of Kill Tony. Get over Tony Hinchcliffe!
So now that they have new lights, I can see that I was full of shit. I thought Red Band was dead. I thought that his soul was sucked out by James Woods in Hercules. Okay, playing Hades. All right, I need my sound, please. Okay, James Woods, one of my favorite voices in Hollywood. All right, there are people out here that have a voice that they could be saying the worst things to me, and I'm like, that voice is nuts. Okay, it's making me feel I feel comfortable. Okay, James Woods has like a voice that should have been on like a radio, but he was he was in one of my favorite movies, Videodrome. I don't know why I brought that up. Why did I bring that up? God damn it. Anyways, the lighting's looking like bullshit. They got it all lit up now. Mike David went over it. He was, he covered that. Now that Netflix is doing this show, everybody's illuminated. Red Band was in the darkness before. Now he's in the light. He's forced to be under the sunlight. Look at that. That tan is amazing.
Who's ready
I need this.
for the best fucking...
Okay. M. Shell says, please investigate Charlie. That would be good.
Night of their lives, huh? All right. Yippee! Make some noise for Red Band, everybody.
I don't think that was... Oh, wow. All right, so something's going on already. All right. I don't know why, but, like, Red Band is in deep dookie. He's in deep trouble. Okay? He's going down to double HE hockey sticks, baby. After, look at Tony's, like, this is his way to start the show before he sits down. He yells yippee out like it's, like, some type of, like, kid with a newspaper, and he throws the last one on somebody's porch, and can he go play with his friends? Like, yippee! All right, ready to go play. Why does he do that? He shouldn't do that anymore. That's like one of the most pathetic ways to like start a show.
All right, yippee! Make some noise for Red Band, everybody.
Look at Red Band. Red Band's looking like he's in a humongous amount of trouble with Tony. The way Tony looked at him when he sat down, he looked very pissed. And Tony, it's very easy to read him. He's just always mad. But when his face gets even madder. Could you believe it? And that's when you know he's mad.
Yippee! Make some noise for Red Band, everybody. Hello. And how about one more time for the best damn band in the land, huh? Come on. Fernando Castillo, Raul Vallejo, Carlos Sosa, Michael Gonzalez, Nachos Belgrande, Chorizo, Chalupa, Huevos Rancheros. We got the great Matt Mueling on the electric guitar tonight.
I hate this guy, okay? Like, he's just got to go to bed already. He looks like he is done for, okay? He's like a version of, what people say Vigo? I say Viego. Morgenstein. Strider from Lord of the Rings. That's what he looks like. Just a real shitty version of him. And, like, he does look like he's got days left. The way he's, like, looking at the audience and his eyebrows have disappeared, I think he's got a few moments in time before it's over. Allegedly. I'm making that up.
Lacking vitamin D. speaking of D, on the bass guitar, that is indeed D Madness, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. What
Wow, so they don't have the whole band. The guy that plays the keyboard's not here.
a show we have lined up for you guys on this beautiful Monday evening. Before we get started here.
So this is like I said, they don't care much anymore. This is probably one of those in the bag episodes. They were able to edit out stuff that, actually, no, it is. This is new. The lighting was never like this. I was wrong. Look at Tony's eyes right here. He looks very high. He reminds me of something I'm going to show you later, okay? Like very close to something. I actually have one of Tony's. Oh my God, you're not going to believe it. Get ready, okay? Show and tell coming up soon.
Here's a little bit more from the amazing sponsors that made it all possible.
But you can tell they don't really care anymore. There's barely anybody in the audience. I think people in Austin, Texas are starting to get really tired of paying, premium price to have their cell phones locked up and no food and talk. You're not allowed to even talk in there. That's what I heard. You can't even talk in the audience at Joe Rogan's mothership. But I think that now that they have Netflix, they don't give a fuck. They have shitty guests. James McCann, easy. I could have him come over. Kim Congdon.
Frustrated.
Okay, you know who that is? That's Impractical Joker's ex-writer or something, Kim Congdon. Okay? Louis J. Gomez is Kim Congdon.
A lot of people canceled that night. A lot of people wanted to stay away. And these two comedy fucking warriors are like, let's go. Throw me in. I'm down for you. Even when it's dark, I'm down to play with Tony Hinchcliffe. And they are back here.
Oh, yeah. Tony's definitely on drugs. You can hear it in his voice. It's a very easy thing to pick up whenever people are heavily addicted. He could be on the dope. He could be on the fentanyl for all we know. You know, the old ones that had the gel in them. If you know what I'm talking about.
Here with huge
You know, he looks very comfortable every time I watch him. You know, he was on Bill Maher's show. Did you guys ever watch Bill Maher? I've never even fucking given it a chance. Actually, I did. I've watched it before. And it was like, I felt like it was like a show my dad would be into. Bill Maher's Basement. And he has comedians come on there. It's crap. It's not fun. Everybody's always doing these shows where we just, at least the celebrities, everything's predictable. Just another conversation with another celebrity. I need Bill Maher bringing in people off the street, okay? You know, we need some type of, excitement with our shows these days. It's a dead subject, and they keep wearing it out. You know, it's like taking a wound and just cutting into it, and it won't ever heal. You gotta start doing other shit with podcasts. I mean, I'm all right. Okay, I'm allowed to do this. What was I looking up? Kill Tony. Look at Tony on Bill Maher. Allegedly he didn't even make a word. He was silent the whole time.
Addicts pre-alcohol probiotic drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. Spring is
Shady says Bill Maher is a do bad. It's great.
here, which means
so Bill Maher has this basement club show. It's random with Mark.
I need to say my sorries in private.
Okay, so stop. Let's go right here. Let's skip to the show. So he has Tony on, a legend.
And use code.
I didn't even know. I didn't know he was. This guy's still on TV. I thought his legs were completely gone. They chipped off with age.
Code random 50.
When you watch him on here, and then you see that I think he still has that show on HBO, Real Time with Bill Maher.
Off.
When you watch him on here, he is goofed and twacked. Something's odd about him. He's not the same guy I see on the stage.
To get 50%
okay? Like, this guy is a fucking true actor.
off plus free shipping on your first box.
Like, he sucks on this show. He is a real bummer. No matter what he says, it's just everything he does is too slow for me. So this is his set. I'm having a ringing in my ear.
Unsuccessful, stammering, stuttering, sweating. Completely.
It was like a Walter White moment. It's like tetanitis. Have a tetanitis. I think we should smoke. You guys want to have a segment called Nate hangs out with you, we indulge, and then we go back into Tony Hinchcliffe. Okay. This show's about the journey it takes and the breaks it takes. I'll be right back. We're going to indulge, and then we're going to get right back into this. I do want to show you something. It's already 2 hours in. I should have did it earlier. We're doing show and tell, and then we're heading back into Tony. Because it's actually kind of in link. You know, it's in sync with, you know, what we're watching today. Tony Hinchcliffe, at least. So give me a second to get things ready, and we'll be right back.
Out of your element, individual.
All right, so
Aren't you kind?
I'm going to find a cool song, man. What the hell am I going to play? Why would I get rid of all the music? Oh, there we go. Nope, no, this. Ladies and gentlemen, We were talking about Tony Hinchcliffe. Salamander-like. Look at the new member of the family. Meet Fitzgerald. This is Fitz. I don't know how well you can see this. Now he stays downstairs in a safe location away from Felix. But now we have a new member of the family. My amphibious friend. I think bearded dragon. Look at him. I don't like having them out this long, so I'm gonna go put them up, and we're gonna indulge and get into the show. We'll be right back. Show and tell. Show and welcome to the show. We're back. Lizard. That was Fitzgerald, Fitzcarlito, and two other names. All right, we're back. It's time to indulge. Everybody, if you have anything, okay? You know, it doesn't matter what it is. Cigarette. All right? Relax. It's a Friday night. Enjoy. We're going to Elvis real quick. Hold tight. stuff. Tonight we have a couple varieties. You know, I picked myself up some alien. Oh, I'm not even showing myself. We got some alien labs. Pretty decent. Let's go ahead with the Baby Jeter. Enjoy this if I can while we watch Kill Tony. It's the Nate Show. I hope you're having a good Friday night. Too much going on in the world. You'd be mad. I'd be happy.
I just want to touch you. I wish I could forget you. I wanna love you. I don't even know you.
Is this the angle you wanted, Shady? In a show like this? Every once in a while, give off, you know, a little glimpse of the old boy. Alright, I'm done. Done fucking around. Let's go back to the show. Now we're on Bill Maher, which makes me fucking sick. Okay, I don't even want to go back into that basement. You know, I took that break because I was having a hard time breathing, and I remembered I wanted you guys to see my, you know, show and tell. Show you guys, you know, the new member of the family. You know, I was going for a tarantula. Like I told you, I was going to get one and let him go. Okay? Let him out and be like, figure it out. Just tell my buddy I bought this property with, you know, we got a tarantula roaming in the house. Okay, it'd be very terrifying and would end up dead. So I got the bearded lizard. He said they're the easiest ones. I got to give him live crickets. I watch him feed. You ever seen a cricket, you know, have to deal with the fate of a tongue? The tongue of a lizard. The lizard's name is... Goddamn, it's the third time, Shady! What's going on in your ears? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. His name is... Fitzgerald. Now, I was going to do... I'm sweaty. I'm looking like... Ha! Figure it out. There's a guy that does a stream that's grease. I don't want to be greasy. I'm all sweaty. I'm all greasy. My skin's looking like shit. But his name is Fitzgerald. And, you know, I'm hoping that he'll live the greatest life ever. I thought he was already grown. He said that they're going to get like this big.
That's insane.
What am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? So, now I have, you know, this... new little friend to hang out with. Let's go to the show. Yes, Fitz. Oh, I can't even breathe. My nose is, you know, clogged. I think I'm allergic to smoking the Kush. What was I doing? Oh yeah, it was Theo Vaughn. No, it wasn't. It was... Where'd it go? I know there it is.
Swept up.
How's it going, my man?
So we're watching Inside Bill Maher's downstairs. This, you know, this isn't Bill Maher's fucking
Factor.
You know, this isn't his goddamn house. He's doing this show from, I think, Tom Green's property. I think that Tom Green, you know, allegedly they live next to each other. I think he built like he built something next door where Tom used to have a home. You know, after it burned down, and this is his studio.
Want to make this your best season yet?
That's all I can make of, like, you know, the Tom Green episode, because I was watching the Mark David Experience, and there was a lot of talk about how he's like, this is your place, or I know there was confusion, you know, during their podcast. I think Bill Maher runs his operation right next door. Okay.
Get the hassle of cooking and heat up a 2-minute
Hello,
meal
Brandy.
from Factor. It's nutritious, fast, and get this, gives you time to actually live your life.
All right, so he sounded like his mouth is like fucking somewhere glued shut. What the fuck is that noise when he like finishes? No, he's got these goddamn lapel mics. They're dog shit. They sound so flat.
It's nutritious, fast, and get this.
This is what you're hearing right now. Like, just get a regular mic or do it right. Why are all these fucking people with money making things look so pathetic?
Gives you time to...
Like, we watched you on TV. You should know how things work. Make them sound good. Your lapel mic, you sound like you're in a box, okay? And I'm like listening to you through the tape that I taped over, okay? I taped you in the
To
box.
actually live your life.
Allegedly.
Get outside instead of prepping and cooking in.
And this is nuts. Tim and Eric, or Tim Heidecker, did a goof on this. But the thing is, like, Bill Maher really does actually, I think, have them edit it like this. Like it's some type of like fucked up late night infomercial where everything is bizarro. Like everybody is not who they're, the actors don't even seem like they're real people. It's weird. I don't know if you ever seen what I'm talking about. But like he's got a real late night infomercial vibe to his like advert. What are you selling?
Indoor.
Cookies? What is this shit?
Get started at factormeals.com/random50off and use code random50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Yeah.
All right, that was a weird cut. So we're going right into Love Line.
I didn't want to say because it sounds
with Ricky Martin. I mean, what is this shit? Why is this intro so sexy?
like name dropping.
Okay. Who was it?
Abraham.
Look at Tony Hinchcliffe's safety glasses.
Yeah, I didn't want to say.
What is that? Why does he have the belt?
Because it sounds like name dropping.
Okay.
Look at Tony Hinchcliffe has like some type of attachment back here, keeping these things from flying away. He's got the piss yellow the cheapest Burberrys you could ever imagine are on his face.
Who was it?
Abraham Lincoln.
I mean, you can get them from Amazon right now. 5 minutes, promise. $100, maybe 150. But you can look as cool as... What are you wearing? What is this fucking outfit? Look at the green coat. You're not the guy that can pull off like a Texas hipster. You don't have the body, and you're doing too much. I think some people at those stores are like, yeah, get that and get that. Don't put it all together. Tony goes home. He gets shit from the store. He puts it all on at once. It's on the next episode of Kill Tony. He is packed with clothing. Way too much all the time. He's too heavily clothed. What is that, a knife? You have a knife in your boot. What is this? Middle school?
I mean, even though he's like the last guy I would have over here to Club Random to like.
What is that? Why every time they cut to him, he's like. That's like Mars Attacks, the alien. Remember?
Oh, he's like the last guy.
You know what I'm fucking talking about?
I would have over here to Club Random to.
Like right here? That yak.
Like have a good,
would really
a good
make
time.
it random.
Guest here?
I'm here. Hello.
Place swept up.
How's it going, my man?
This is crazy. I'm way more into the set. Why the fuck is he fucking... Look at his puppet legs. He's got marionettes. Those are fucking... Like, are you in strings? Look at he's been the fall, too. He's got that, like, that the blood pressure's not flowing all the way everywhere type of arm. Watch his arm. Okay, the one, towards the camera.
Here?
I'm here.
It's looser than hell. It's sagging.
Hello.
He's pre-stroke. Watch this.
Swept up.
How's it going, my man?
That thing is swinging like it's Woody from Toy Story. What is this? He's got like a balloon down there, man.
How are you?
Damn.
Good. So nice to meet you.
Tony.
This is crazy. I'd come in, but he's hidden too. These shots are incredible. The basement's fucking so small. I mean, it ain't big. They're trying their best. And maybe it goes further. Is this where he does his sex stuff, right? Is the sex dungeon? This shit's scarier than fuck. I hate this shit so much. Like, all of this has blood on it, and it's been washed off hundreds of times. This is like, this is Tales from the fucking Crypt. Bordello of blood. Like, I'm thinking vampirics. He could come in here, drive a stake right into Bill's chest. And he's like, sorry, bitch, it's darkness in here. Don't hurt me. Comes in for a bite. Come and get me. He is kind of vampire-like. And he's just not, he doesn't have a whole body. He kind of looks like Andy Dick right here. That's not a good look.
How's it going, my man?
How are you?
Good. So nice to meet you.
Tony
Hinchcliffe. Bill Maher.
Look at his whole thing right here. This is what I thought was really cool. Like I said, Tony too much clothes Hinchcliffe. Tony too much. He's probably got 2 pairs of long johns. I bet he has long johns on. I guarantee you. I remember the first time when I grew up in the South. Okay, I'd go stay the night at a friend's house. You know, I remember one time, you know, I probably shit his bed or something. I don't know, okay? I needed a pair of underwear. He's like, here you go, long johns. I'm like, what the fuck are these? It's underwear for your ass and your legs?
A pleasure to...
Nah. I'll go free balling, baby. But he's probably got 2 long johns on. He's got pads under here. He looks like he's like about to go work on a house. Like the way his legs look. Like very, very tech. He's got tech gear on.
Hinchcliffe.
This is real tech to me. Pockets, way too much. You'll never, ever have enough things to put in there, Tony, or carry. If Tony filled these all the way up, he probably couldn't even stand. Couldn't even stand the pain of standing. And the way he's like sitting down is like, Tony is kind of old. Look at the way Tony sits. He's like an old gecko.
Good. So nice to meet you.
Tony.
Tony Hinchcliffe. Bill Maher.
Like right here's very stiff. Like I would have shot down, probably did a handstand, came back down. I would have been like, ew, what is this couch?
A pleasure.
What is this couch?
Oh, the insult comic. I can feel the barbs coming. Should I not sit in the front row?
No, you're safe. You're
if
safe.
I'm in the front row, am I going to get...
What is that, a harmonica? What if he did bring a harmonica in? This show could be something great. They could have a whole band that we don't even know is behind a curtain. You know, one of those fucking floating carpets. He's like, why do you have that? So it's a whole band back
Brits
there.
with the comic barbs. You're not going to ask me where I'm from.
No crowd work on you.
No, come on. Do some crowd work. Ask me where I'm from.
Where are you from?
New Jersey.
Look how nervous he is. You're too far along in show business to be this nervous all the time. Why the fuck's he always this nervous? Like, he is on edge. It ain't never been this good. He's out there shooting people. He's paying off cops. Living his dream. Okay? He's living the dream right now. It's a movie, as Keemstar would say. You ever heard Keemstar say his life is like a movie? My life is like... I'm Keemstar. My movie is a life. Ooh, what did I click? Oh, I thought I stopped the stream.
Come on.
Oh, Tony's nervous as hell. That's a nervous fake laugh. It's like like that thing from Toy Story with that broken squeaker. That is not even a laugh. He's just like...
There's a slow pitch down the middle of the plate, bro. New Jersey?
That is a shithole. Indeed.
Well, come on.
Why do they have all the... Look at all the drinks down here. I like the drink assortment. Vintage.
New Jersey?
That is a real...
Yeah, we do have to get in on Maher's balls. Look at the size of this goiter. Look at the size of this goiter. Not a good look. This thing is straight up set. It ain't... It's like a... I feel like he has what we would call Charles Bukowski syndrome. You know, he's all balls. This is disgusting to do, too, in front of you guys.
That is a shithole. Indeed.
No, but it's got to be done. He comes in with these super tight Freddie Mercury's on. That is insane. Why are we this tight? You're too old to be doing styles. You need corduroys on and Asics shoes with straps.
Late, bro.
Pronto. You're too fucking old to be still trying to fit in. I'm still zooming, and it's the pants. It's not the sack. I'm zooming in on what we're dealing with. Fashion. That shouldn't be happening with, you know, the elderly, like Bill Maher. Bill Maher's got to be 150.
New Jersey?
That is a shithole. Indeed.
Well, come on, you could do better than the shithole. Isn't that what you're famous
warm up.
for?
I like to feel the people and know them a little bit better than just straight up.
Oh, ask me what I...
Oh, what is it? Ask me what I do every day at night. What if he had like a gun inside there? M. Shell says, is he going to ask what exit?
And then I say nothing, and you say, how do you know when you're done? And then tip your waitress.
That's it.
So you came up through the clubs, right?
Yes. I
Still
started
in the clubs?
Yep, started at the Comedy Store.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's over there. Right now, he has to let him know everything he did. Look at him. There's no comedy happening at all on the show, at least from him. He's trying to prove something to Bill.
Literally 18 years.
He's like, I was in Youngstown. What the fuck are you taught? Youngstown? That ain't shit, bitch.
Years ago, yesterday.
What the fuck are you talking about? You're acting like you grew up in Murderland. Baltimore. Youngstown? At least for him, he wasn't in the ghetto. I feel like he was probably like very close to like maybe in a huge house.
My mom texts me every year on May 6th.
But that's where he grew up from. That's his story. He tells everybody. He's like, I came from the ghetto. I'm a thug. Dude, if somebody... Why can't I zoom? How do you zoom? I forgot. Oh, there we go. I was clicking Shift Plus. Does it work? That's crazy. That's crazy that I did that. But that's where he came from. The trenches. Worked his way up in Hollywood. Went to the Comedy Store. I guess to get into, like, doing stand-up, you have to, like, work at the place.
And reminds me. I forget.
That's crazy.
She texts me, happy anniversary.
Well, how does she know that? You just tell her everything?
Well, no, I told her that early on, and she marked the calendar, and she found it to be so interesting, my adventure.
And I would never, ever, ever in my life be that interested in it. Something that, like, a hobby that I would want to, like, embarrass myself at the door, being like, welcome to the Comedy Store. A lot to do in there. We got a big lineup tonight. You know what I would do? I'd fucking nail the door shut. I'd be like, I don't know what happened, dude. This place is fucking crazy.
Sure, into comedy.
Nobody's coming in.
And the whole Mitzi Shore
Go to
thing.
bed.
Moms are obsessed with finding out about, at least my mom found it so intriguing. That
M. Shell says, we love Be More. I have no idea what that means.
there was such a powerful, diabolical, cool-ass woman that existed.
She was all those things?
Yeah.
She was cool?
Uh-huh.
I never knew Mitzi. I mean,
Wow, that was really scary. Do you guys see that small zoom? Look at the small zoom.
those things?
Yeah.
She was cool?
Uh-huh.
I never knew.
There is a slight zoom happening here. Now, it could have been like a Shining moment or like, you know, one of these movies that just like, I think it was Funny Games that tried to do it. I know. There's some movies that have done long pause zoom. Not long, silent zooms. Slow, silent zooms. There was a very minimal zoom. They were adjusting the camera, probably because Tony looked so small.
Mitzi, I mean, I
They zoomed in. Tony was looking he was looking like a mouse.
auditioned like
Baltimore.
I was an improv act out here.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Not that you couldn't
I'm like what you would call a uncultured pig.
do both, but I was just not her
Oh,
type.
this is me.
Time. Not that I feel guilty. It's just I don't want to spend time.
That's how I've kind of spent my life.
of act. She went for the more like,
Learning.
shall we say, theatrical.
Yeah.
Usually, not all of them. Letterman worked there. He certainly was a dry monologist.
Yeah.
Leno, but I felt like when I was there, and I go there now just for fun every once in a while. I think it's great.
I actually heard you were there.
Oh, I thought he was going to go to the bathroom. Do you think Tony has to go to the bathroom this whole episode? That would actually be really fucking funny if Tony, like, inside was like, didn't want to ask to go tinkle. And that's why he's like, you're quite the scholar. You suck, Tony. Every interview you're in, you are fucking pathetic.
Just for fun.
How did you even get up to where you're at? There's never a time that I feel like I would be scared of you sitting down at dinner. I would clobber you. I say, hey, Tony. Joke, man. I'd take his job. Joe would give me his job.
I think it's great.
I actually heard you were there on quite the magical night, laying low. You were sitting back, and it just so happened. I don't even know if you know this story.
I don't.
It just so happened to be the night that the new, brand spanking new that day.
This is pathetic. Who does this? This is like when you're doing like, you know, dance class.
Talent coordinator took over, which is
I've never done that in my life. That's why like Tony has like 1 million pounds of sugar in his tank. He's very sweet. Left foot first. Tony Hinchcliffe not only is like stacking himself with clothes, it was leaked that he's like been buying vintage furniture, MCM stuff. He's a millionaire. He clapped the guy we're gonna watch tonight on Kill Tony if we even get to it. The the orange-haired guy, James McCann, he iced him and said, I go and buy very expensive vintage furniture. Okay? He goes and look. That means he's going and gandering. Tony's trying to be cultured. And also trying to be a man's man, Joe Rogan's guy. I'm waiting for the day. You know, inside he sees that Tim Dillon is, he walks on the Joe set and Joe's high five. He loves Tim Dillon being gay. Tony's just he's waiting for when his moment is. He could finally come out. We don't see you with the lady. Where's the wife? You're too famous not to be like every other famous person and have like 7 wives already.
I think the last time they had a new booker / talent coordinator there was 8 or 10 or something years ago. And actually it was 5 years ago. And
oh, wow. Bill Maher's not listening. Look at this.
Or something years ago. And
oh, and Bill always drinks some type of tincture. It's some type of like lime root or some bullshit, like holistic crap. Bill Maher always drinks it before the show. And I don't know what it does, but he's got this little, look at this cigar. Are we looking at now? I think Bill grows his own weed. He kind of indicated that on one of the prior episodes that I had listened to.
It was 5 years ago. And so,
you know, I wouldn't be shocked if, you know, Bill has like, you know, the finest pre-roll.
So it happened.
You know, look at this thing right here. This could be his own, you know, he could have his own roller. You know, Bill Maher would be that guy. We have one person hired here to roll his bleezies.
Oh, and actually it was 5 years.
Or that's just a cigarello. I don't know.
Ago.
I don't
and
care.
So it happened, and somehow, coincidentally, on that night, a comedian or whoever was supposed to go up wasn't there, and there was a young lady who we all know, Nicole Buchanan, sitting in the back of the room, who wasn't a paid regular, and the new talent coordinator, who everybody's loved forever, but she was just a bartender, and she worked her way up to being the booker.
That's nuts. I have him on fast mode, fast forward. This motherfucker literally hasn't listened at all. He hasn't said anything. That's why. You have to think backwards.
Trusted tastemaker of the store. Got Nicole Buchanan to go on.
Are we really going to watch him light this thing back? I thought he was doing that because he got it out that way. Bill Maher's about to light his cigar the wrong mode.
I don't even know if you know this. You watched a young lady that was so funny that everybody knows and loves become a paid regular right in front of you that night.
I certainly remember, I don't remember the names, but I do remember this highlight of the night was a woman comic.
Yep.
I mean, it often is, by the way, when I go there.
Yeah.
I'm not that the guys aren't funny,
Look at the way he's bracing that chair.
but
why did you buy these chairs? These are like, it reminds me a lot of Nickelodeon's Girl. What was it called? Girl on the Big Couch or something? That bizarre Raggedy Ann show where the girl was on a giant couch. That's all I get from this. Very 90s, early 90s.
You know,
color blotches. It's making my stomach sick.
I don't know.
I can almost feel like I'm getting a headache from looking at it.
I just think this person was a scream.
Yeah.
And I did not know that story.
Yeah, she's great, and I've known her forever. She came up in the little roast battle world.
Well, it's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, it is.
And that's funny you said that.
You know, I couldn't wait. You know, I was waiting. I was trying to cheers them. You ever seen anybody cheers people before? They're like, yeah, man, we do it together. Clink our glasses, clink our cigars. I couldn't wait. Bill Maher does a lot of, like, fiddling around. I hate when people get things out and then they play with them forever until they do why they got them out. You know, my grandma with her fucking pills. When I would go and visit them when I was a kid, my grandma would get her medicine out and spin it on the table all morning like a fucking game of dice. No way, don't do that. Wow. What did that do?
Talent coordinator. When I started in New York, the MC was the talent coordinator. There was no talent coordinator. They basically deputized one of the comedians. It was the plum job, because then you weren't fighting City Hall. Otherwise, you were fighting City. You could either fight City Hall or be City Hall. If you were the MC, also got paid $50. The comics got cab fare. $50 a night. Wow. So, yeah, that was it. And then that's the...
I'm sorry. This show sucks. I can't. It could be watched, but not by me tonight. No way. Let's go back to this.
Project selling.
I'd rather put myself through shit. All right, watching a few more minutes of this. This is Kill Tony's newest episode. It's got James McCann, Kim Condon.
Out around the...
we tried to watch Bill Maher. It's too fucking boring.
Country. Two of my favorite comedians.
And this sucks too, but I like the beginning. The beginning of this show is always good for about 10 minutes, and then it sucks.
The world, two of the best.
And it's just because, like, it's all the setup. The setup's fun to watch. It's when Tony's most pissed.
Guests in Kill Tony history, including the first regular ever on this show. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for James McCann and Kim Condon. Yes. Yes.
Wow. Look at this fucking piece of shit. This is James McCannon coming out with everything that, you know, you would expect him to wear. I don't like it. No way. I can't believe people still wear jeans. It's crazy to me. People still wear jeans.
Cam have it.
Oh no, but he's got like look, he's got hospital scrubs on. Look at his legs. Look at those legs.
Yes. Yes.
James McCann's coming in with super comfortable hospital blues. What are you, a nurse? James is like in disguise right now. He might have to go to work.
Cam, have a seat there. James, come over here. Sit right here, James.
Yeah, sit down, Sweat. Look at him. You look like you have an explosive on you.
Come over.
The way he's nervous. Look how sweaty and weird he is right now.
There they are.
Well, he probably blew it with
Two
Kim.
of the best.
He actually probably in his mind thought that Kim was gonna give him a kiss before the show.
James McCann is back. Many people saying a frontrunner for Guest of the Year 2025. Very.
Wow, what the fuck? I hate. God damn it! I do it every day. Every time I do a show, I always skip hundreds of minutes forward.
Guess humanly. No.
Back, no.
That's right. Congdon.
It's great to be back.
They love James McCann. He's doing his first ever American tour.
That's right, Tony.
Get tickets.
Why wait?
Wow, look at this. Why wait when you could do now? That's probably what he's gonna say.
We're doing Georgia. We're doing other places too.
This is gross. So people are gonna have to deal with this. This is like Europe stuff. Foreign. I'm not into. I don't like British twang. You know, this guy's fucking voice. He's got the orange hairs enough to kill ya. Coming in looking like a fucking DHL fucking delivery guy. He's coming to everybody's like, yeah, no, but I don't know who you are, buddy. It was only because I watched you on this show. So your world tour in the dumps.
11 days.
You know, we go 11 days and nobody's gonna one night sold out. The rest, Trisha paid us numbers.
Is one of the best comedians around here at the mothership and all around the world. Part of the Shane Gillis Philly somehow mafia, even though you're from Australia.
Hello, cool.
He found you. He takes you around doing arenas all around the world.
Yes, it was so good to me at first. I thought at some point he's going to try and fuck me, and he never did.
That's true.
He never did. He hasn't. He's actually.
Look at Kim Congdon. I've always thought Kim Congdon was hubba hubba. All right, give me a break. I'm just kidding. She's looking like she doesn't want to do this anymore. Like, how long do you do stand up? And like, if you don't get that big, you're like, all right. Well, it's either go get a job or forever. Just be very minimal with my career.
Good man.
Why did you pierce so low? Look how low she pierced her ear low. Look at this earring. It's like barely holding on by a thread. Pierce that bitch way down. Okay.
That's how I always felt about Rogan. I'm still waiting for it at some point. I've always...
Oh, Trisha's... M. Shell, I don't know if you're familiar. This show... Ladies and gentlemen... This is Trisha Paytas Network. We're heading into Trisha pretty soon.
I've been waiting. I'm like, one day, there's got to be a reason here. I mean, I know I'm good. I know
Okay, we have to catch up with her garbage
he
of
sees
the
me
week.
work hard, but at any point, he's just going to grab me by my waist and do whatever he wants with me. And it never happened.
Yeah, you guys are like, it can't be blowjobs forever.
You son of
Kim,
a bitch.
Get your mind out of the Bronx.
What's going on? Look at you. You're like, ugh. He's looking at the back of her head. He's like, that shit's dookie, man. 2 thumbs down. This guy always has like the most upset or angry face. It doesn't change at all. It won't ever change. And that's why I hate him.
No.
Get him out of here.
No. I did not invite you here to make jokes like that, Kim.
Hello.
Kim Congdon, the first ever regular in Kill Tony history, writing
All right, so it means it's her second time.
and performing a new minute every week. 12
so she's in Austin now. We were all there. We've moved to Austin.
fucking years ago, back when barely anyone was watching, and now you're a legend doing Brea and Ox.
She's not. Look at her face. She looks nervous as hell that's what she has to do now. She had to beg Joe Rogan and Tony to do a favor for her. Allegedly. Maybe. I don't know. She got to do a new minute every night. She looks nervous as hell.
Oxnard,
I think that's what he's at.
May 14th, May.
You look like you're on every type of tussin. Look at this dude. Zone 6. You're out of it, dude. Scanning the table, looking for something to snack on, fat boy.
Now you're a legend.
There ain't nothing to
Doing
eat.
Brea and Oxnard, May 14th.
Yeah, but he does look weird. The whole episode, he's kind of been like out of it. Is he on drugs?
May 15th, Kim Congdon Dog.
What do you do? Eat like one of these Texas turtles, or what do you do? What does Texas got a very scary sound I just heard?
Calm the Kim Congdon takeover. So you guys know all about.
But he looks like he's on drugs. Why'd you come out with a hat on? This has got to be like 900 degrees up here.
The show. You
God
guys are
damn.
fans of the game. Over 200 human innocent souls signed up for the opportunity to get pulled out of this bucket tonight. I'm gonna let this fucking.
Look how nervous he is. I stand by it. He looks like he carried an explosive in.
Oh, later, Bobby.
Call the fuzz. He does look nervous.
Little
allegedly.
Red band fucking stunt man. Pulled the first name. This little fat boy. Hell yeah.
Wow, that's not very nice. So Redman's getting in huge trouble.
Little red band fucking stunt man.
Oh, wow. So there's a... God, I can't believe they're this close to that. That's why I hate this fucking entire world. All right, it's nuts that Kill Tony, they just like have the audience so close. I thought this big show, I feel like there should be more spectacularness to this than the audience being this inches from jumping up and grabbing Tony, yanking him off the table. I mean, their tables are right. This room is smaller than hell. The Kill Tony setup, I will continue every time to talk about how pathetically small it is.
Name, this little fat boy.
Until they upgrade.
Hell yeah. And like that, it has begun. While they go wrangle that comedian, when I pull their name, they get 60 seconds. Their time is up and you hear the sound of a kitten. That means they have to wrap it up then, or else they bring out the angry West Hollywood bear, which interrupts them, and then I conduct an interview, and then we all talk to them together. The whole thing's improvised. Anything can happen. Are you guys ready to start tonight's fucking show?
Hell yeah, we're getting into business.
Great.
Now, Tony, being somebody that's done this like every I don't know how often they have to film this crap. It's not live, except for, when there's people here. But this shit's at the back of his hand by now. It's very boring. That hand is insane.
Your first comedian doing an uninterrupted minute tonight is one of our favorite old time.
M. Shell says Theo would have moved to Austin if they weren't all on drugs.
I'm good old.
No, Theo Vaughn is on heavy amounts, okay? Lots of, I've seen it with my own eyes. Theo Vaughn is off his rockers. He's back in the dust. Spread the
golden
word.
ticket winners. This guy.
Plus, Theo Vaughn doesn't even have to come here. The only people that come to Austin, Texas are like people that are worried that they're going to like go nowhere with their career. And they're like really having a latch on to Joe Rogan atmosphere. Theo Vaughn's the second or number one biggest podcast on the internet or on, on Spotify, whatever. Okay? He don't have to go to Austin. He could live on the moon. I mean, he's straight. He's probably, he's pulling in more money than Tony, and it's all for him. I think.
Legend.
I don't know, but this tan is. It's every time I watch the show, I can tell it's either that day or the next, whatever. I don't know how early they do this. Day or the day after the tanning bed. That's how you get this effect.
Used to be a fucking...
It's mostly the day of. He probably went in the morning. Early in the morning when they film this, the red, the dark king.
Frauds.
You'll get out of the tanning bed sometimes, look white as a ghost, and then come home looking like a tomato.
On the street.
So I really highly believe that he does a tan very, and I'm a tanner. I'm a tanning man. Okay? I hit the tanning bed almost every day. I love it. It's my best. Now, I don't go to I have a membership at one that, I shouldn't be paying for. I don't go there anymore. I only go once a week, but it's got the, very nice tanning beds that make me look like 50 Cent. Tony's always fresh out the bed. Every one of these filmings, especially if you look at him, he's looking so damn dark. He's almost looking purple.
streets and now regularly doing.
You know, he's staying in there longer than he should, too. Keep an eye on Tony's forehead. It's the first to, show a sign, of, skin damage. He's going to be cracking heavy. Look how thick it is. It's on his hairline, too. That's a good one.
Spots.
I want this.
With me on the road with the Killers of Kill Tony.
But it's probably paint, right? Girls, what do you think? Is this self-tanner?
With his own things, with Cam Patterson always working. It is America's favorite uncle. Make some noise. This is a new minute from David Jolly, everybody. Here we go.
Who is this guy? I thought this was Cam Patterson. Is David Jolly Cam Patterson related? Who are you? When this guy shows up, I'm like, oh, God. I think everybody's scared, too. They're like, David Jolly could come out with a crowbar. Get everybody for their lunch money.
How y'all doing tonight, white people?
And Tony would fold, collapse. Like, if David Jolly went over there and wrapped the cord around his neck, he would, I'm just kidding. If he went over there and said, give me your wallet now, Tony would give it up quick.
Puerto Rico! Hell yeah. It's been 21 months since I had a drink.
M. Shell says H3 is number 6 on YouTube top podcast list. Theo's number 7. The more you know.
That's pretty fucking cool, right?
This guy has a middle tooth. That's insane.
Hell yeah.
How do you get a middle tooth? That's a middle tooth.
It's been 21 months since I had
Not only a middle tooth, it's a golden middle tooth. Have you ever seen like how Tom Cruise has like that weird shifted nose? Some people are like, ugh. They're grossed out by it. For some reason, it's accented to the left. It's curved or something weird. Sometimes, and also I think that his teeth are weird too. I think Tom Cruise has a middle tooth just like David Jolly. The more you know.
a drink. That's pretty fucking cool, right? Hell yeah, hell yeah. I had to do it cold turkey because I tried to do it like with the AA meetings at first. But
No, David Jolly has like it's kind of like a Down syndrome face.
every time I went to an AA
I know I don't want to be that mean, but that's what it looks
meeting,
like.
I needed a fucking drink. Them people lives be miserable as hell. You know what I mean? Like, God damn, do it already, bitch. Nobody gonna miss your ass.
There we go. That is what I'm talking about. Look. Okay, this is amazing. Look at, and Tony's scared too. This could get him a big trouble on Netflix. He's very scared when these comedians come up now. This guy's actually doing something good for once. He's going up there like, get a fucking drink and die.
Where's?
Or just stay sober, bitch.
It got to the point where I started going to the meetings and I just spiked the coffee. You know what I mean? Get you back to your regular.
Now we're back. This is a Jerry Seinfeld joke. This is a joke you'd make up, Kim Congdon. Did you tell him that part? That part sucks. I don't like that additive. You spike the coffee? Okay, enough. I like the part when you said everybody just fucking drank.
Yourself, you know? Then it got so bad, I started coming to the meetings drunk as hell, you know? I started coming to the meetings drunk, and they'll kick me out of the meetings. And I'm like, fuck, you can't keep me out of this AA meeting, man. I'm crying. It's a fucking cry for help right now, you know?
Look at James McCarthy over here. You know that this guy on stage is better than you, okay? Spread the word. David Jolly's better than you, bitch.
You can't kick me out of this AA meeting. This isn't an AA meeting, it's a PTA meeting.
Never mind. I don't know what happened. He started to melt the last part of that joke.
All right, that ain't good.
Yeah. You fucked it up. That was a good build-up.
Good as I thought it was going to go. Right. Hey, all right, that's my time. Thank y'all.
Fuck yeah.
All right, see you later. You still look nervous. The door. This whole episode, James McAfee is like so on edge.
Yeah.
One of my favorite
or McCann. I don't know why I keep saying McAfee. It's like a security company.
lines in all of comedy. That didn't go as well as I thought it was.
Yeah. That'd be real, you know?
I love it. David, that was a new minute. This is true, huh? You've been sober for 21 months.
Yeah. Well, it's like July 12th or something. I just had to figure a number out, and I can't count that well sometimes under pressure. So it's like 21.
So he's lying. It's 21 minutes.
22, some shit like that.
Yeah, he's probably smoking the kush. Don't get it twisted. Look at Tony over here. Tony has a problem, too, with cigarettes. He said it on Joe Rogan's show. He's like, I had to get off the cigs, and then I got back on them. It's hard quitting two things at once. What the fuck are you talking about? Tony's as pathetic as ever tonight. He's on edge. He's not making one joke. Everybody's drinking. This guy's confused. Redban's the only one looking like he's having the time of his life because he doesn't have to do shit. Tony would rather him not even be here.
It's been a...
Boom.
Nah, I was drunk as fuck on Juneteenth. Yeah.
What is a big day of celebration for you? When do you tend to be happy?
You know, I mean, every day I wake up and be happy, man, because I'm alive, man. You know, like, I got a good fucking life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you do.
You feel me? Like, I'm doing real well.
Yeah, you don't look like you're really happy. Tony's like, where did, like, the fun go? There's never a time when I watch this show where, like, everybody's looking back and forth, smiling with each other. It's constant this. That's all you get from this show is GTA side-scroller game.
But, like,
you used to be a real troublemaker. Does that side of you ever creep up? Do you ever, like, get the urge to, like, write a fake check or anything like that?
Well, not. See, the way, what I do now is, a lot of people don't know about this, but sometimes at night,
we're about to hear something very fake.
me and Joe
Fake
Rogan
story.
go dress up like Batman and beat the shit out of homeless people. So,
Wow.
yeah.
He's Black Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, Kim. Kim coming in hot with that zinger. She said black man, like a play on Batman.
We just beat
You're
the fuck out of
Robin.
homeless.
You're Robin, but it.
That sucks. I don't want to hear what you have to say. I'm skipping. You don't get that joke. Oh, we'll see Tony's laugh. though.
That's good. That's fucking good. Yeah.
You're the Riddler with a hard R.
With a hard. It's got to be a hard R, you know? It ain't right without a hard R.
Absolutely.
Just like a hard dick. Ain't that right, Tony? Hey!
There we go. Tony's in big trouble. He's been over there fucking caught with magazines probably every day. Everybody's like, what's that? And you're... Does Tony have a locker here? They have like a locker room before they do the show. It's like a big game. It's like a, I'm trying to find something to eat. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
I'm so hungry.
I love both. We love both. What else is going on, David Jolly?
Shit, man, I was in Portland this weekend. That was pretty fucking cool.
Portland?
Portland.
Oh, there you go.
Y'all understand what I'm saying?
That's a grocery store in his
okay.
neighborhood.
Yeah, no, man. Portland, Oregon, that place is pretty cool, you know.
What's cool about it?
Shit, I was smoking weed walking down the road and shit. Just the police walked by, they ain't even bother me.
Wow.
Well, you were the first black man they had ever seen in Portland.
Right.
Wow, okay, I mean, it's completely legal there. What the fuck is he talking about?
Police walked by, they ain't even bother me.
It's legal in Portland, bud. Isn't like small amounts of heroin too?
Shit,
You could have been smoking. You could have been chasing the dragon, hot dog style with tinfoil.
smoking weed walking down the road and shit. Just the police walked by, they ain't even bother me.
Wow.
Well, you were the first black man they had ever seen in Portland.
Right, you're right. No, they seen Cam first. That's who shows it was. You know what I'm
right.
saying? I was
Boring. Moving on. All right, so who do we have here? Let's get to another jokester.
Through the set, she just crossed her arms and refused to communicate
Yeah.
what I was saying to the deaf people.
It's very liberal there.
It's very liberal. I feel like the police in Portland lock their doors when they see black people.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, the show, she was there on Saturday. As soon as I got on the stage, I was like, nigga. She was just...
Oh, my God. Come on.
Dementia.
That.
I don't think I can do it. We're going to Trish. Heading into Trish. No more comedy. It's exhausting me. I'm 3 hours in. I haven't even touched Trish yet. So I'm going to take a little bathroom break. We're going right into the Trisha Paytas coverage. It's a new day. We're Saturday. It's 12:06 here. Oh, my God. Nope, not that. This.
Needs to say my sorries in private.
All right, so let me go take a little tinkle break, and we're heading right into Trisha Paytas. So, hold tight. I'm muted. All right, here we go. Let's get into some Trisha Paytas coverage. We're back. I'm getting tired. I need another Prime Energy. I just ordered some food. I ordered some Swensons. Well. No, don't do that. Okay. We're back. Getting sleepy. Getting really tired. All right, gonna do Prime. Shout out Prime. They only have the white ones. I like the pink. The pink Prime. All right, let's do some Trish. Let's see what this little slime ball's been up to. Now we're 4 hours in, or 3 hours in. I think I'm gonna do another show. Maybe I'll do another one tomorrow, because I have no idea if I can fucking, handle watching a lot of Trish. The next, we have about as much as I can handle. But let's get into some of the coverage. Trisha Paytas did a new music video, okay? Shout out music. Trisha has tried many times to venture, to step into, the world of sound, okay? She thought she was a musician back then. And, most of her endeavors, musical-wise, especially like the music videos that she spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on, have never really garnered any success, okay? It didn't go anywhere. There was no money really made. She lost money. She's trying it again now. With her newfound fame, being on the Colleen show and then outing her, getting re-famous. Trisha had a big, what we would call a comeback. Trisha had a comeback. And, right now she's kind of riding it, okay? And it's eventually going to lose its heat. Things only stay so, we can't be up so high for so long.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Hey, what am I doing? All right, let's get to the fucking Trish coverage. I'm wasting time talking. We're not doing nothing. It's midnight. I have all these pages open. Nothing ready for Trisha Paytas. We are going to watch this new music video. Like I was saying, she's doing music now. Now, with her new musical endeavors, they have taken on themes. Okay, themed music videos. Her newest music video, gay-centric. It's just called the Gay Music Video. Trisha Paytas, fake. Okay, came out, told everybody she lied. She was never LGBTQ. She's not part of the community. She's back grifting, okay, hopping on to another bandwagon. Big, loud, Big Mama T is about to be stomping around in some universal backlot for this 2-minute and 41-second nightmare that should have never happened. Another Trisha Paytas music experience. 113K? What is this? 3 days ago. Trisha has only gotten 113K views on this. Pathetic! So, let's see what we got going on. I know she's probably feeling herself. It's probably late. Wherever she's at right now, I don't know if she's still on tour. These music videos were probably filmed a while ago. Back whenever she would do her vlogs, she probably, used to go and beg to get into one of them lots and look at one of the, a place that she could potentially do another, a music video in. And it ain't really about the music anymore. It's, Trisha has this idea of everything around the subject we do, right? Like, whenever she liked The Weeknd, she liked the atmosphere around him. She didn't even know who the fuck he was, allegedly, for so long, and then she was Weeknd-centric. Okay, for a little while there, where she was begging and begging to get his attention to come onto the show. Trisha latches onto things like a piece of gum, but it doesn't really stay on very long. It's a shitty piece of gum, okay? Barely even gum. Almost cotton candy. So it falls off onto things all the time. And Trisha's whole career is like that, just hopping from bandwagon to bandwagon. And, you know, with the time we're in right now, it's not a good look for her to even be on camera. Look at this shit. Now this is super altered. Now she's bringing in these queens. I don't know what you're doing here. What are you guys doing with Trish? You shouldn't be doing this. This is crazy. Being involved with Trisha. Oh man. You know, even in the community, we have slime balls. I'm sorry. Anybody that's involved with Trish is bad. Bad people. Okay? You're involved with somebody that takes pictures of their child and posts them on Instagram with her feed. Okay? It's disgusting. Trisha Paytas takes pictures of her child's feet and her feet side by side and posts them on Instagram in the stories all the time. It's disturbing stuff. We've covered it over and over. And, like, I feel like that's, like, something that needs to be talked about. That was a weird period when Trisha just kept posting feet pictures of her kid. You know, knowing the career she has, you know, especially in the industry she used to be in. Most of her fans are sickos that want to do nasty things to her. So, like, the fact that, like, she still uses her children in this day and age and monetizes on them with her past career, I think that's dangerous to do. It's dangerous to do. And just terrible.
A little gay. No way. We're a little gay.
So, let me check something real quick. I gotta see something. I gotta see if this is Universe. What is this? Is this UMG? Whatever. If it gets taken out, it gets taken out. So, before I even start this, I have to give the backstory. Allegedly, all the proceeds of this are going to be donated to charity. Yeah, right. Okay, look into that. Look at this. It says all proceeds from the music video will go to translifeline.org. Consider checking out the organization below to save the art and save lives. 10,000 has been... I hate when people say that. We don't need to know. Why are we saying these things? This is unnecessary. This was necessary. This is unnecessary. What the fuck did I do? 10,000 has been donated to Trans Lifeline on April 29th, 2025. Why do you need to tell us that? That's not even a part of this. You're talking about how the money from this video, which is going to be very minimal, will be donated, okay, to Trans Life. We don't need to know you did it. It has nothing to do with this. That's just you tried to, bring it, guys. Look this direction. Don't question if I do actually donate the proceeds. I think somebody needs to look into that. I don't buy it.
No way.
Trisha's pocketing the cash from the music video. Spread the word.
We're a little gay.
Okay, so it's already starting out bad. It's starting out real bad.
We're a little.
Oh, goddamn! Everybody looks like Trish. That's what's nuts. Trisha's regular makeup just looks pretty bad.
Gay. No way. We're a little gay. No way. We're a little gay.
No, Trisha's a liar. She came out and said that, she doesn't even care about any gay people at all, allegedly. I heard it. Spread the word. Allegedly. Look how small and huge she is in this one frame.
Okay. We're a little gay. What's that you say? Gay. Is gay okay? Okay.
Oh my god. No, I don't know who got involved with the making of this, but we're looking at 4K, baby. I'm playing it on 1440p because you don't play 4K on a screen that ain't 4K. You play it on the resolution it is. Okay, that's so stupid. People are like, I'm going to upgrade something that I can't. How can you upgrade the resolution on something that's not that resolution? It's just going to fuck your frame rate up. Okay? Lessons tonight, folks. This is Nate's tired rant.
Like a buffet, then you gotta make it gay. A rainbow.
So this is fucking bullshit. I think this is a hate crime. Spread the word. So the lyrics to this are, we're all a little gay. We're all gay. Trish, your husband needs to be front and center. I don't know if you guys know Trisha Paytas is Moses Water. Okay? Gender fluid now.
Streamers, speed walking. I can be gay, you can be gay. What did you say? Let's play. Gay. No way. Gay. No way. Gay. Okay. We're a little gay. What's that you say? Gay. Is gay okay?
Okay, so it's a lot of cuts.
You wanna eat like
I'm gonna have to go real slow. We're gonna have to take this down a little bit, all right? You know, put Trisha, you know, set her down off her high horse. You're going too quick, honey. We gotta do investigations. Okay, so I hate every bit of what her outfit is. It's this purple nightmare, and everything just seems weird. Trisha's altered. She is in a green screen. This is green screened. Trisha's been shrunken. This has been green screen. Spread the word. These people aren't even fucking here.
iced coffee, smoothies.
Moses better show up. Okay, I gotta go back to normal. This is stupid. Slowing it down.
Crop tops, platforms, sachet. You stay, Shantae, away.
Is he in this? I'm actually getting. I'm about to laugh if Moses is in this video. Her husband came out as gay via Trisha telling everybody on the podcast without his consent.
Is the place like us for all the gays? Rainbow Road shows the way to a magical time and place. We're gay, no way. We're gay, no way.
Wow, Trisha looking stiffer than ever, looking stiffer than a board.
I'm in place. We're gay, no.
This gal over here, this queen, shaking like notes. I'm almost doing what my buddy over here, Duke Deuce is doing. Damn. Oh, wrong one. There it is. And then here comes Trisha. That's all you got? That's all you have for this fucking opportunity at 1 million views that will never happen? No wonder nobody's watching it. They're watching you. Everybody else do stuff. Trisha, you're just standing there moving like a bird that fell out of a fucking tree. You know, sitting there waving your fucking arms.
Okay. We're a little gay. What's that you say? Gay.
Oh, god damn. Look at this outfit. That's shitty.
Is gay okay? You wanna eat like a buffet? Then you gotta make.
No, this is not reality. Now, Trisha Paytas, you have to be stopped. Somebody's gotta fucking stop it with this. We're in a bad time. We're in a really bad time. I don't know if I've ever shown you guys how easy it is to alter yourself with new cameras. I don't want to do it right now because it's late, okay? It's too late to be messing with the stuff that lets you see me. But I can put on filters that would make me look animated. Trisha's fully AI. She's Avatar at this moment. Look at this cut. That ain't real. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Main show. I'm not even showing you anything. I don't know how long I did that. But Trisha's looking altered right here. Usually her stomach would be all the way over here. It would be filling this whole area. You wouldn't even see this lady. You wouldn't even see her.
No way.
Yes!
No way. We're gay. Okay. We're a little gay. What's that you say? Gay. Is gay okay?
What? Olay. Trisha, your husband's fucking gonna be spending every day making his way out that damn door. You're gonna be alone. Trisha's always wanted a gay husband so she can eat and snack and he can be Mr. They call him Mama Moses. Mommy Moses. Moses has mother's milkers. He has them jonks. I don't know if you guys have seen Moses's units, his chest. Trisha's been feeding him something that's been promoting larger breasts. I don't get it. It's really weird when we see Moses, you know, in anything anymore. When Trisha films him, he's looking like shit, all right? And I can only hope that now that he's gender fluid, he can just fucking finally like. It's not gender fluid, dog. You gay? Yeah, you're gay. That's it. That's all it is. There's no fucking fluid. Yeah, you might want to do something with her. You did. I think Moses gave her kid. That was it. I don't think he could do it anymore. Trisha made him gay. Oh my god. That's what needs to be part of this video. Yeah, Melissa Brown just said, did she just call us all gay? Get her! Get her!
Clear is the reason for the season.
Oh no. We're going full auto-tune.
Pride is more than just a feeling. So tell me if you're with me. And throw your hands high.
Holy mackerel. What is Trisha wearing? And look at the size of this goitus.
Clear is the reason for the season.
Wow, this is so pathetic. It is a backlot. That's like a country western Hollywood backlot set.
Pride is more than.
They're like, just set it. Oh my god, there's Oscar! Look at Oscar over here. He's got a fucking toupee on. That's fake, man. You ain't got no hair left.
Just a feeling. So
Fucking, I'm telling you, Oscar, I wish I could say, hey, Oscar, do this. Do this there. Fucking pull your hair. Okay? I know there ain't nothing there. Gone. It's empty. It's fucking like whenever when a meteor leaves a mark.
pride is more than.
There ain't nothing growing there no more. Look at my hair. Natural fluff. Damn, almost missed the shows at Infected Mushroom.
Just a feeling.
Were you over there watching, what the hell's his name? Lion Meows? I can't wait till, I ordered food. That's what I'm watching when I get off. I'm watching Lion Meows Red Bar Meltdown edition, number 2 or 3.
So tell me.
Imagine doing a live stream where you don't even fucking, you don't even have anything to say. You just have the first couple things and you just look over at the chat and you're like, enough! Oh, really? You're blocked. That's an insane thing, okay?
If you're with me.
To be okay with leaving up. You guys have no idea. There's drama. Drama afoot. Oh, you fell asleep? Okay.
Hands high.
Brandy says Target Pride collection. Trisha's looking like, you know, some type of like Chinese drape, okay? It's not looking good. Like, this is like a Chinese New Year's fucking colorway. It's very, cultural appropriation to the max.
More than just
Trisha's over here making fun of a culture.
a feeling.
What does this have to do with being gay?
So tell me if.
There's no reason for this whole... Oh my god, I see him. Oh my god! I totally forgot. Moses looking like Waldo over here.
Confound you, bitch! Look at Moses. Oh my god. Oh, it's tiny. Look how small it is.
Monster voice, sorry.
If you're with.
Oh my god, it's amazing. This is all her, like these people that work for her. Trisha doesn't even pay for dancers anymore. It's her shitty little employees.
Just a feeling.
Anything to save $1. This is considered another day at the job.
So tell me if you're with me. Throw your hands high.
Oh my god, I have to get in there. How do I get in between these people and see Moses? Trisha keeps hiding him with her fat. What are you doing? You're looking like fucking Sam Cedar right now. Spread the word.
Spread the...
That's not what I wanted. I wanted this.
Frustrated.
Okay. Ethan Klein's Sam Cedar. Yeah, right. You ever seen the part, whatever, in Army of Darkness when he says, he goes,
It's a trick, get an axe.
That's what we're dealing with right now. We're dealing with a fucking deadite straight from fucking hell. Okay, this is insane. Look at her mom looking like a fucking zombie. Looking like a demonic... Like, I have to pull a scene up. You have to see what I'm talking about. There's a scene in Army of Darkness. Quick. No, wait, what is it? Quick, get an axe. What's the fucking line? Quick, get an I thought that maybe I'm doing the wrong fucking quote. It's Army of Darkness. God damn it.
It's a trick. Get an axe.
That's what the fuck? You left out the most important part.
It's a trick.
Oh
Get
my
an axe.
god. Yeah, you should be shamed. This is not. You left out the most important. There it is. This is Trisha Paytas's mom tonight, or yeah, right now in bed, trying to sleep. That's insane. I mean, that's the same fucking person.
It's a trick. Get an axe.
That's what we're dealing with. What is this? Oh, I forgot I was supposed to... Oh, I didn't know what this is. What is this? So this is really fucked up. Coming back to this after taking a break was not what I wanted. Moses thinking he's fucking cool with his shitty little... He's wearing ice cream. You don't need to be wearing that. He's wearing billionaire boys ice cream. Look at him. You know, you're too old. That's like hip streetwear shit. Imagine Moses. You know, literally trying to play off like being somewhat relevant with the times. You know, Moses should only be wearing colonial time clothes. Like, he's got to have like wooden fucking shoes. Okay, what's that you say? Trisha's gay, breaking the table every fucking day with dinner tray. Trisha got the dinner tray. It's part of her gay. Trisha's gay. Dude, that's insane that this table didn't flip over with Trisha sitting on the end of it. Look at him. He's like, whoa, partner. Look at the size of these tubes. Holy shit.
What the fuck is up, you guys? It's Lila. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my motherfucking channel.
Nobody wants to. This is disgusting. That's gross. Anytime an armpit is exposed, I fucking want to throw up. At least when it's like soaking wet and it's like in somebody's face. Trisha's like, because she hasn't been around guys like this in so long. This is the only time Trisha can, I don't know, probably get one off. Spread the word. I mean, that's actually really terrible to say. But like Trisha, she's bored as hell with Moses. Moses is pathetic. Like if there was somebody to break in, Moses is on the ground begging. He's not getting up there defending. And Trisha would only want that from him. She would only want that. I got a notification from... Oh my god, this is going to take forever. My food's 27 away.
It's gay, okay? You wanna eat like a buffet? Then you gotta make it gay.
So if Trisha's at the buffet, nobody's even fucking in her way. It's over. I mean, I wish I could just... We got to get the details. Oscar will come out whenever he's fired, whenever there's a bad experience. You know, there will be a fallout. Trisha does not ever get along with anybody. It doesn't happen. It's not a reality. There's always a fallout with anybody that she's like friends with, does business with. That's why Moses is gay now. He fell out with his own sexuality because of Trish. It's her fault. It's her fault. So when Oscar leaves, he's going to spill the beans. He's going to say everything bad about Trish. Oh, we got pictures. We got everything. Oscar's got, I'm talking flash drives on flash drives of like a lot of gross stuff and also Trish gross stuff, okay? And look how pathetic he is. Everybody else is hunked up. Oscar didn't take his shirt off. He was scared to take his shirt off to look like a hunk. You know, that's what he tries to play. Did you know that? Oscar, her co-host of the show, he tries to play like he's a hunk in his pictures. Like he's got these big old fucking strong arms. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. All right, you're just as bad as these two fucking Goombas back here. Is that can you say Goomba? I think I can. I got a little bit of, I got that in me. But Oscar didn't take his shirt off to show off his body like every other gay person in the video. Because he knew he'd be looking real bad. What's that you say? This is literally me, right? This is what I look like.
Is gay okay? Oh, you wanna eat like a buffet? Then you gotta make it.
Oh, Trisha's mouth looking horrific.
Okay.
And that filler fuck.
You wanna eat?
Cucked in 4K, says Melissa Brown. I'm pissed. It's pissing me off being called gay. No, yeah, it is. I'm not that.
Then you gotta make.
Now, Trisha, why I came back is to look at this. The filler, it can't be hidden. You can AI, you can slim down, you can use Photoshop, but this is still gonna come out looking like a mountain when Trisha's naturally, humongously large lips. Her lips are large, but not naturally large in a natural way. They're fat before the lip part, so they look really fucking weird. That's why she got the fill. She gets filler. Holy moly. Look at all of this. This is like, I don't know why. I feel like this is like a perfect girl for Kino Casino's PPP. Let them know. Okay, they're the two big ones. Where's Moses? Oh, I thought that was Trish. Wouldn't that be nuts if they did a fat suit stunt double for Trish and she's breakdancing on the table, breaking it? That's it? Oh, I thought that was it. Wow, Moses, you are not loved. You literally had less time on camera than bitch-ass Oscar. Dude, Moses literally wasn't even supposed to be there, I think. I think he ran in and Trisha's like, can't be looking crazy in front of all these people. I'll let it happen. He's not supposed to be in the video. Fuck you, Moses. The whole way home. Punched. You know, I saw on Reddit, on the Trisha Just Snark Reddit, that's a great place to go to. Spread the word. This is amazing. I'm so happy this is back. Okay, look at this. Look at this. It's a whole Reddit that's back and it's full prime. All the fun stuff, all the good stuff that was taken away by Trish. Trish paid money that I don't think that she has anymore to continue to take down and bot report any Trisha Paytas snark page. We're back. There's a snark Reddit. It's got plenty of people on here. It don't matter if it's got one, okay? It's a place to go and, you know, spread the word. It's awesome, dude. I'm so happy. Like, this will finally make the show good. I can come back to this again and catch up. It's an easy way to catch up on what I missed. Yes. Like, a lot of this stuff. Like, Trisha Paytas allegedly passed out on Mother's Day. Look at this. It says, I've seen this posted a couple times on here. It says, now she's claiming she had a heat stroke on Mother's Day. She probably was pretending to be sick because she was jealous Elvis was getting so much attention. So selfish. Imagine how Elvis felt going to the restaurant outside. And now, are they at that fucking stupid-ass restaurant with the water next to them? It's happened every time I see her do Mother's Day. They go to the same dog shit restaurant that is not safe. I think that the kids could get up and slip right in between the bars, go right into the ocean, and never to be seen again. Okay, and Trisha's over there laughing and laughing. Allegedly. So selfish. Imagine how Elvis felt going outside, or felt going to a restaurant outside in the heat after she had, it had to have been hot. So Trisha suffered from a heat stroke while baby Elvis was left in the sun. Okay, apparently Elvis turned into a potato chip. I'm just kidding. I don't know what this is about. It's got to be on TikTok. I wish Trisha still vlogged. Oh, I wish I could watch her Patreon too. If you guys send me Patreon stuff, like the Discord, anybody in the Discord, if you send me like videos of her Patreon stuff, I have to figure out a way so I can watch it on here, because that's where she vlogs now. I'm not paying for that shit either. Hell no. But I'm afraid if I do it, it'll be taken down because it's, it's paywall stuff. So who knows? Who knows? What was I looking for? I got to see this pass out video. Here it is.
We got a big Mama Jamba Jamba Juice. The peanut butter mood is back. I was trying to place a pickup order on my phone.
Hold on. I have to. She definitely documented Mother's Day. I'm sorry. We got to do Mother's Day. Trisha's big day. How far away? When was it? Was this Mother's Day?
And it never showed anything peanut butter. Nope.
Why doesn't there's no comments anymore? What's up with TikTok? There's nothing here on the side.
We got a big Mama Jamba Jamba Juice. The peanut butter mood is back. I was trying to place a pickup order on my phone.
Not even tags on
and
it.
It never
here.
showed anything peanut butter. No peanut butter mood. It used to be called like P.
Oh yeah. This is the pass out. So there's no evidence of her doing this. This is her in the hospital from mental. Oh wait. There's no Mother's Day stuff? Oh, yeah, it's right here. Oh, my God. I thought Trisha was rapping at first. Listen to the beginning of this. No, that's not it. I swear it sounded like, fuck. God damn it. Oh, it's from TikTok now remembers where you left off. That's terrible. Listen how it starts. Sounds like Trisha's rapping. Fuck, I'm sorry. Right there, man. It's like she was rapping.
You want it?
I think I'm just too high. Look at the way Trisha's about to fucking fall over. She didn't know she was being recorded. Look at her. Somebody got her. How do I go back? It won't go back. She got nervous dancing. The way she's swaying and she looked over and saw the camera was on her, she got real nervous. She got real self-conscious. Watch this one more time. She's like, oh, shit. She looked down. She almost kicked Malibu all the way into the pool. Malibu, have you ever heard of your mom letting you brush in your hair? Malibu's hair is looking like a fucking dust fucking goddamn a bale of hay. Remember those things in the Wild West? A dust bale? That's what it's looking like. Oh my God. Imagine if Malibu accidentally got near that, she'd fly across the universe. Oh, wow, not good. Okay, the way Malibu just ran, I was like, oh no, there's something sharp right here. Fuck, I got him. God damn it. I keep clicking off. I hate TikTok. It's crap. I'm not in the mood. I don't want to see all this. I don't want to see her using her child for content. Let's listen to this, and that's all I can do. We're watching this.
We got a big Mama Jamba Jamba Juice.
How long is this? What's the time? Something's wrong with TikTok. It is not looking cool. I can't even see how long this lasts.
Butter mood is back.
time thing?
Kind of pregnant.
Oh, it's 8 minutes.
Got a big Mama Jamba juice. The peanut butter mood is back. I was trying to place a pickup order on my phone, and it never showed anything peanut butter. No peanut butter mood. It used to be called like PB Choco Love.
Gianna says she's in full glam. And then there's Malibu. Yep. Her child left looking like she's just escaped the orphanage. Like Oliver Twist. Okay? Malibu looking like she was... Remember the boxcart children? Those kids that ran away and they lived in a train? Okay? And they had to eat milk. I mean, drink milk and eat bread. That was their food. That's what Malibu's looking like. She came straight out like the homeless shelter. And her mom over there wearing like a $10,000 fat dress that is only for her fat. And then you have regular Trisha here. You know, the fact that Trisha even glams in general. Isn't it crazy that Trisha tries her hardest to glam and she also tries the least to look the worst?
Stammering, stuttering.
Okay, that's crazy. Trisha truly does have broken foundation for just a face, okay? It's a bad look. I mean, she's got hippopotamus nostrils. They're the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. Every time I watch Trish, I'm like, how do like bugs not just accidentally just fly in there just because they're this way? They're not. Her nostrils don't go down. She's like a fucking like a farm animal, like a pig.
I think our chocolate smoothie is like heaven. I wish I could.
And you know, with the way Trisha is, I'm surprised she hasn't, you know, at least carved a little bit of this
Have
off.
like a personal private chef that makes it like healthy and good for you, because I know this is probably like lots of sugar and not good for you.
Oh well. Who cares, right?
Someone just took a picture of my car. Anyways.
Oh, whoa. Hold on. I'm sorry. Something just happened. I forgot about this. This was the best part about Trisha's vlogs. When she would do her in the cars videos. She does them on TikTok now. I always watch like way too much bullshit, and then when I get to Trish, I always fuck around and never get to like looking into these TikToks. Now her car eating videos, her, you know, car vlogs, or what were her vlogs in general, they've kind of migrated to here in Patreon. She's still putting this crap on here because it's probably an easy view. Some person that has 8 minutes to spare can just sit here and watch Trisha, you know, sit in the car and look like she's falling apart. But right here is something I totally forgot that she does, that she used to do all the time. And it's a very bizarre thing. Watch.
Anyways, I'm going to get my nails done. My toes are...
Fuck, I went too far.
And it never showed anything peanut butter. No peanut butter mood. It used to be called like PB Choco Love. It was completely removed, but it's back, so I'm taking advantage of it. A peanut butter chocolate smoothie is like heaven. I wish I could have like a personal private chef that makes it like healthy and good for you, because I know this is probably like lots of sugar and not good for you.
Just wait. So there's a car going by. Okay, now Trisha looking like, I don't know why. I don't want to do this. Now, we know that Trisha looks like Chucky. Okay, Trisha's full Charles Lee Ray. She's child's play. She is Chucky the doll. She's this. Okay, in every way. You look at Trisha, her face, everything kind of is, you know, you look at Chucky, go get on Google, find your best, you know, stills from the movie. Trisha Paytas is full Charles Lee Ray. And, you know, Tiffany, too. But no, we can't even give her Tiffany. Even though Tiffany the doll is a altered Chucky, okay, just a girl version. She's not getting that. She doesn't get to be Jennifer Tilly. No way. That's not nice. That's like shitting on Jennifer Tilly. So right now, Trisha Paytas is doing these psycho crazy things where, for some reason, everybody that is around her knows. What am I trying to say? For some reason, in Trisha's reality, anytime she goes out, Somebody is tailing her and taking pictures or doing something, watching her from her fucking car. All right?
Someone just took a
Now these...
picture of my car.
So this person just drove by, an innocent bystander, out of nowhere. Trisha's like regular habits, like just lying to lie. She told Terry Joe on her podcast, the Just Trisha podcast, that she likes to lie. She just likes to lie for the fun of it. And nobody ever really, you know, I guess picked up on that. Like that just means like everything you... What is real then? What is real then?
Lots of sugar and...
Why would you tell your audience that? So watch this. That hairline's gross too. I'm sorry I keep pausing and you have to look at these. This is dust. That hair is so dry. You know, it's like a Florida grass. Orlando, Florida yard. You walk on that shit with bare feet, you're going to have a fucking bloody toe. Trisha's rat's nest is looking ultra ratted up. This area right here, always looking bad. I hate this side. That scrunchie looks like it's from the 1700s. That thing has got to go.
And not good for you.
Watch this guy with the car. The guy drove by. Just a random person driving by. And Trisha just mentioned, I think this person took a picture of my car.
Someone just took a picture of my car.
Now, if you don't know anything about Trish, you'd be clueless. Now that Trisha's taking her garbage over to TikTok and not leaving it on YouTube, she has to get her shitty little children audience, probably, or teenagers, or whatever, younger adults that watch this filth, that don't go to her YouTube. That's the best part. Trisha's really popular on TikTok for somebody that doesn't really have it translate to her own YouTube channel.
It's a magic wand.
Okay, besides that podcast, we got to look into those numbers too. Are they real? Are they real? But I think she's trying to educate her audience on, like, you know, the habits that she did back then in her old vlogs. Okay, letting them know that, like, when she goes out, people follow her. People are taking pictures. There's teenage boys laughing at her. Trisha's worst fear has been brought up multiple times. Or her worst memory. And that was something about being laughed at in school. And then later in life, thinking that some kids that reminded her of something that happened in school caused her to chase them down on the highway and almost kill them. Okay, that's a true story. Trisha Paytas went on a high-speed chase after teenage boys laughed at her because she was eating in her car like a big fat fuck filming herself. What the fuck am I supposed to do? That's crazy.
Anyways.
I've never seen anything like that in real life. Never. This has got to be, I'm talking, a stamp that you put on a fucking letter. If I could, can you get custom stamps that are this? What the fuck am I looking at? What kind of, like, ponytail? This thing's to the moon. That's how dry it is. That wave, that curl over, that thing is stiffer than a 2x4. Her hair looking dreadful. Everything about this right here is everything to me. This hangage. Wowza. Kowowza. I want this as a post-it
Going to get my nails done.
Or a fucking goddamn something to put on my letter.
My toes
Stamp.
are... They're Malibu done. She got this, like, bluey nail polish set. It was so sweet. One of my hairstylists, Jason, his mom came to my birthday, and she works with kids, and she got our kids some presents, and she got this, like, bluey, like, nail polish. It, like, comes off. Like, luckily I could, like, peel it off my fingernails, but my toes are just, like, it's on my skin, whatever.
Wow, that's really gross.
I need to go get my nails, and I need to go get my nails done since Mother's Day. Mother's Day, I had, like, literally a heat stroke.
All right, so Trisha Paytas is going to tell us about her Mother's Day fiasco. She had a heat stroke. Trisha's about 750 pounds, or close to it. We're getting there, baby. We're getting there. And allegedly, she had a heat stroke on Mother's Day. So they're outside trying to enjoy a meal. You know, Moses using Trisha Paytas' credit card for her own Mother's Day gifts and the meal.
Wedding.
That's crazy. All right, but that's what happens when, you know, you're married to Trish. Moses ain't got no money. So he's using her shit all the time, even for her own gifts. You know, I don't think Moses has a job. Does he get an employee salary for working on the Just Trisha podcast? Is he an employee, a paid one? If so, what's the numbers? What is he getting paid? I 100% guarantee $12 an hour.
Throw back this Tesla. Throw back that.
Okay, spread the word.
I don't say that lightly. I really think I did because I was started like, I don't know, I think I was like convulsing or something like that. So I couldn't get my nails done. But I've been trying to get my nails done, and I think my husband, for some reason, thinks getting my nails done is a luxury, that I enjoy doing this, like that I just go out to get my nails done for fun. I was like, no, for fun I go to Benihana. For fun I go to...
Yeah, and Trisha, it is for fun, okay? That is leisure shit. That's not something you would call an emergency or something that you normally do. Okay, you went out. This is a custom body customization.
AMC theaters to dip
Trisha's going to get her nails did at the AMC theater,
popcorn and nachos together. That's fun.
which is fucking gross.
Nails, ladies, let me know if you feel this. Nails are not fun. It's considered an errand, a chore. I usually wouldn't care that much actually, because I got the bio gel last time, so they're kind of flimsy, and
I can't even do it. All right, I'm done. I can't watch anymore. I'm so tired. Alrighty, guys, I might go live tomorrow. If I go live tomorrow, I really, honestly want to focus just on Trish. There's things to catch up with. There's all sorts of shit on Reddit. I know I didn't really do much Trisha coverage tonight, so that'll be enough for me to have the motivation to come back maybe tomorrow or Sunday. But I love you guys. Thanks for showing up tonight. This is the Nate Show. We had a good time, and I hope you drive safe if you're on the road.